in like
Oh, I switched up change.
you know how they not set up Mexico, but there was a concerted investment in Mexico. Is there is
Originally, there
yeah
was.
is yeah is
We had
there
a lot until China took over.
is there a push? What I'm saying is as this as it looks like the U.S. empire is focusing more on a hemisphere strategy. Is there a Hispanic push for economic strategy to stabilize, boost the economic, the sentiment of the different countries? You know what I mean? Hispanic countries. I don't know the right way to say it, but like,
Yeah, I'm
is there?
confused in what you're saying because I really can't speak for the Hispanic culture because like I tell everybody, I'm American. The birth certificate says I'm white. I can't help that shit. I've lived that all my life. So me dealing with the things that have gone on in Mexico, I don't know the whole political thing.
No, I'm not talking about Mexico at this point.
Okay,
I'm saying, like, leave Mexico out, leave Mexico out of it, right?
Okay.
I'm talking about in relation to Cuba, Puerto Rico,
look at it. If we can secure
the Central American countries.
If we can secure anything that's out in the water that can be an asset to America, that's less territory somebody can approach on.
Yeah, but I understand that. What I'm saying is that is there a growing sentiment of we got to work together because there's a lot of issues that's about to hit.
It really depends on what you're talking about. Work together with who? The Spanish community.
As far as economic progress on a international basis, like what I'm saying. Let me rephrase it. All right, now so that you can, because I said every race is going through this right now. So let me jump into. Okay, fuck it. I'll jump into the what's going on with white people, right? From what I see, there's a battle for who's top dog right now, right? They're battling over economic policy that way. So the West is fractured. Not fractured as we're enemies. From what I see, it's a fracture of, I'm going to say it, the German American is no longer numerically the biggest population for the white alliance. It's almost, hear me out.
I'm listening.
Up until, from 1996, if you took 100 Americans at random, 23 of them were guaranteed to be of German descent. In 2019, if you took 100 Americans, 11 of them would be of German descent. The German American population is pretty much even with the Irish American population, and the historically English population is about 9%.
Let's look up this facts because I gotta have.
Yeah, there we go.
In order for you to be talking like that, because I know if you had the links, you can drop it in the back.
Yeah,
and I can pull it up.
No. You know? I believe that you're a good Googler. German American percentage population. And I'm looking at it, looks as if it's the last power grab, from top dog or not, right? Same thing happening in the black community, to where you see the delineation happening. And basically, like, if I just had to sum up what this shit is about, is like, hey, we the top dog here in North America, in the Northern Hemisphere. But, and now I'm just moving to the black part. After all of this shit is said and done, I do know that FBA or black people, you're going to have to reach back out throughout the diaspora to reestablish your embassies and everything like that, make sure the relations are good. The same thing I kind of see with Asians. I just see that within every group, it's an internal, not shuffle, but it's like a voting. Like who's the top dog of this shit to be the the top dog basically. But I was asking you, and I'm going back to the Hispanic part because I'm seeing there's going to be some tough, like if what they're saying is going to happen with the non-transfer status, especially with the Cubans, they're talking about 500,000. Over there, I would say, a large population in Florida, they're going to be going after. Now, with what's going on over there with the oil embargo, of course, even before the oil embargo, as far as economics, isn't that great. I'm just asking, like, once everything is said and done, is there some type of even talk strategically of hey, how do we help out? Or how do we establish economic, benefits? You know what I mean? So that, if you king, you can't just, you know what I mean? You can't just fuck around and have everybody else, getting fucked up under your watch. You know what I'm saying? You're on mute.
Hey, Dave, your numbers are way off, dog.
What's German American population right now?
I do see what you're talking about as far as white ancestry. In the white ancestry, you have German, English, or German, Irish, English, Italian, French, Polish, Scottish, Norwegian, Dutch, Swedish, and Russian. And then the last one, which really amazes me, and I'll give you that percentage last, is going to be other European, mixed European. Okay. So by these numbers, 13 to 15% are German.
Thank you.
10 to 12 are Irish. 8 to 10 are English. Italian, 5 to 6%. Yep. French, 3 to 4%. Yep. Polish, 3 to 4%. Yep. Scottish, 2 to 3%. Norwegian, 2%. Dutch, 1 to 2%. Swedish, 1% to 2%. Russian, 1%. Other European mixed races, 35 to 45%. But the astonishing thing about that number is, according to the recent U.S. Census estimates, non-Hispanic whites make up about 50%, 57% to 58% of the U.S. population. That's at 191 to 195 million people. Okay? The white alone, hold on, where did I see that?
Hold on. Now that you got that data, type in German American percentage 1995.
Hold on, I'm looking at something else because it keeps on going with these numbers. The reason other mixed is huge because America is basically a demographic stew pot that's been simmering for centuries. A lot of people report things like German, Irish, English, Scottish, Italian, Irish, German, Polish, American ancestry, especially in the South and Appalachia. The regional patterns different. White groups tend to cluster historically. German, Midwest, Pennsylvania, Texas. Irish, Northeast, Boston, New York, Chicago. Italian, Northeast, New Jersey, New York. English, Scottish, South and Appalachias. Scandinavian, Minnesota, Dakotas, and Wisconsin. Polish, the Great Lakes region. French, Louisiana, and parts of New England. White population as a shared of America.
About 67%.
National picture. The group and approximate percentage of the population. Non-Hispanic white is 57 to 58%. Hispanic, Latino, any race is 20%. Black is 13 to 14%. Asian, 6 to 7. Multiracial, 3 to 4. Native American or Pacific Islander, 1 to 2%. So that's the numbers that I pulled up on everything you're there. Now you're
that sounds about right. Now the only thing I need for you to do, German American percentage population, 1995.
$95, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I
You can
did it
choose
wrong.
whatever date. I just because I remember a study from like 95, 96 comparing that to 2019, 21. So whatever years you want to take, I'll take late 80s, mid 90s, whatever, just so you can see the change.
I'm just getting the numbers right before I even say anything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yep. In America during the 1990s, people with German ancestry were the largest ancestry group in the country. German Americans in 1995, German ancestry population 58 million. Total U.S. population 249 million. Percentage of the U.S. population 23%.
Now, stop right there. From 1995, you went from 23% to, I guess that the first thing you said today was 13%.
13 to 15%.
Now, what changed is you had an undisputed population champ within that group, right? Until
Right.
now, where you pretty much are sitting at who used to be the undisputed is sitting at the same population percentage roughly as who was always who. Not, I'm not going to pit one against the other. I'm trying to say between the Irish and the Germans, right?
Right.
I'm saying that's also mirroring itself in the political world.
Why doesn't Bob have a wrench here? He's in green.
With the black community, if you want to just label black as race, I know Africans don't want to be called that. There's a lot of Caribbeans don't want to be called that. But if we want to historically, if we're going by historical grouping, same thing is happening within the black group, but it's not so much on a population basis. It's
I mean, you got to look at it, and that goes to one of the things that I was saying earlier, how we're intertwining with a lot of the people's cultures and races are getting diluted, because their race swapping or whatever you want to call it, have relations with the other races, and the different numbers are going down is partially to that, Dave.
Right, as a percentage, yes.
Yeah, because you have a lot of these white people who like black folks, a lot of these black folks who like white folks, and they intermingle and they end up making those numbers go down drastically. So you got to forget about that. You can't forget to put that into the numbers too. And I don't think they talk about that in here.
Well, their strategy, from what I understand, here. Don't shoot the messenger. Let me just lead off with that. The strategy was wherever black folk was, make sure that you create make sure that you have enough around them to ensure a population majority. Since we're dealing with democracy, right? Numbers, bodies. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
and what they figured is that you can't have that strategy all across America unless you got somebody else to fill this shit in, right? Well, you guys, they said, all right, we're going to open the doors. You know what I'm saying? Open the doors, more Mexican Americans in or whatever, right? Then they looked up and said, wait a minute. I don't know when they looked up and said, wait a minute or why or whatever, because this was Democrat, Republican. I know it got accelerated in that last whatever gap with Biden, right? But on a bipartisan basis, both parties was down for all of that, right? Now it's a problem. But what was focused on was maintaining a voting majority over black people. And you just didn't, if you're just doing that, you have to have other people bringing in. You see what I'm saying? And so as that was happening, they're looking at those percentages. So that's how I'm seeing what's going on. Like most people say, "Oh man, it's Donald Trump. This, Donald Trump." I see. This is just my opinion. I see the German Americans battling it out with the Irish under the monikers of labor and business. Now, historically, that's when we look at the labor movement. Like I'm from Chicago. There's no way I can't give, like in Chicago, like you can't go around Chicago and act like race don't exist because everybody proud. Like you can't go into the Irish neighborhood and act like Irish ain't they people, or you can't go into Chinatown and act like ain't no Chinese, or you know what I'm saying? Everybody rapping, right? And so I know about, the labor movements and different things like that with unions and all of that. And so I'm looking at this politically and saying there is more of a battle between labor and capital. And no matter how right or wrong I am, I'm just looking at it from the lens and translating it in between. Oh, this may have something to do with those percentages getting fucking even between the Germans and the Irish. Okay, that's how I look at it.
Let me ask you this, Dave. Then, since we've gone through all this and we went around the whole circle about the population stuff, I want to revert back right to the original question.
What was it?
How is this going to make an exodus in the United States of people leaving?
Oh, okay.
That's the original question.
Okay. All right.
So
this
all
is
these
real.
Numbers and stuff.
Listen,
I got to kind of confused a little, but I just want to see how it comes and reverts back to the original question.
Buckle up, Einstein. You found the elephant in the room that I didn't really want to talk about. Here it is. Before I engage a lot of people, I ask one question. You probably heard it a lot. Are you going to go along with democracy when you don't hold the demographic majority? I'm going to say this again. Are you going to go along with democracy if you do not hold the demographic majority? Now, this is an easy question for Black folk because there's no possibility whether we would have the total demographic majority. We know we're going along with it because, we don't have it. But there are people who have never, ever, 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 ever contemplated nor want to be in a place where they don't have the demographic majority. And what happens when you're confronted with that reality? Which means that, how can I say this? There's no demographic majority to override whatever policy. You're used to having a Trump card. You see what I'm saying? No pun intended. Let me figure out another one. You're used to having the big joker. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people came here for the big joker. No matter what happens, God damn it, I know this shit is going to go in my favor because we have the numbers. But what happens when those numbers aren't there? Are people really dreaming of coming to America or being in America where they're not the numerical majority? They dream of being the minority?
I don't think that's an issue there because America is America, for one. We're the greatest nation. Hold up. We're the greatest nation in the world. And I'll say that loud and proud because we are. Who does not want to come to America, Dave?
You're not answering my question, though.
I am.
I'd like to leave.
People don't want to.
He answered the question directly. Dennison.
What?
Are you going to go along and stay within are you going to go along with this democracy thing and stay in? Would you want to without having the demographic majority?
I mean, I've never had the demographic majority. I'm already against democracy, and I'm not willing to give up my American citizenship because it's still more valuable than any other citizenship on Earth, even the EU, arguably. But if I had the means, I probably would emigrate to. I got my eyes on a couple of different countries. At the top of the list is Portugal, but I already have birthright citizenship to Italy. That would make things a lot easier for me and a lot less expensive.
So basically the EU.
But still, this is a so what you're
Mexican
saying,
Einstein.
Dave, is what the
Isn't that
president
what I
is
said?
doing is basically kicking everybody out. And I understand the green card thing because we're understanding that. And that's part of this too, because a lot of these people are going to be leaving and going to have to restart to re-register to come back to America.
Right. They're going to have to leave the country to re-register. They have to register.
But do you think that these people who are here in America living the dream, as they say, when they have to go back, they're not going to prep themselves to automatically come back as it is to America? We've already seen this in videos, Dave. We've already seen Americans go to other countries and hate it because they're not liked there. So do you think the demographic, because if we don't have that demographic subject that you're talking about, that the people aren't going to want to be here? They're going to have, not to say they don't have no choice, but they're not going to be welcome in other countries.
I understand. You just got one answer. And they said exactly what I said. That's just only one person. So we're batting one.
Yeah, I know. And I'm listening. But
now, I've asked this question. I always ask this question.
In his answer, he said, if I had the means, I would go to a specific place. He's got birthright citizenship in Italy. So it would make it easier for him to do that. So yes, I understand that. But a lot of people ain't going to want to go to their country. They're going to do like he said. I would like to go to Portugal.
Right.
So you now have to get some kind of a citizenship in another country, do a deportation, do a, however they do it, do the paperwork and go into that country just the same. So what I'm saying is
that's not easy.
They're going to be sent back. The immigrants with the green cards are going to be sent back to their country.
No, I'm not talking. This has nothing to do with the green cards. This has nothing to do with the green cards. This has nothing to do with green cards. I'm talking about. All right, let's just say we're in 2050, right?
Okay.
We're in 2050. Let's just say everything they saying happens according to what they say, right? You don't have a white majority. What I am telling you is that the majority of white people did not come here, nor do they want to or desire to be subject to the democracy where they don't have the demographic majority.
So you're telling me basically that the whites are going to want to leave because they don't have the power anymore.
That's exactly what I've been saying.
So why'd you add all these other colors in, man?
Huh?
Why'd you add all the other colors? Why couldn't you just keep it white?
Say what?
Well, because I don't think
every other thing, everybody else. Why couldn't you?
I don't think it's an accurate. I don't think it's an accurate statement in and of itself. It's only accurate because white people aren't going to want to live in a country where the majority is from like El Salvador or Somalia.
Okay, however it is, I'm just saying.
We're talking about
it is. Like Mexico is not our immigration problem.
No, it's not. You're 100% right. It's not. Mexico does do immigration or immigrants that come here illegally, yes, but the majority of the immigrants are not Mexican.
Right. And it's Central America and South America that's the problem, and then other third world countries, over in other continents that come in through Mexico.
Trump doing everything he's doing to get rid and eliminate those problems that people are not going to want to come to the United States. This is where I'm getting at with this, is because you're telling me, we're deporting the guys back. Everybody's got to go back. Things are going wrong. White people are going to leave because they're not the majority. Well, if Trump is getting rid of the people who are considered to be taking over the majority, wouldn't that put white people back in the majority?
He doesn't appear to be doing that, though.
Right.
So far, Obama deported more people than he did.
And when you look at this, here's the last part, because you're hinging this, and I noticed it, and this is very critical. And you hit it. You hit it dead on the head. You said the dream, promise,
Yeah,
opportunity. What I'm trying to tell you is this. What happens if that opportunity is not guaranteed, which means this. What happens if, and I'm breaking down exactly what the dream and opportunity is. It was a guarantee that if you put in 1 unit worth of labor, you were going to get at least 1 unit of benefit from it. And probably at least 1.2 units in return for your labor. What happens when that I put in 1 unit, you may only get 60% back, 50% back. Nobody's coming here on faith, on, well, I'm going to put it in, I'm not going to get shit, and I'm doing this for my kids. I'm not going to see this shit. My kids ain't going to see this shit. I'm banking on my great-grandchildren. Ain't nobody coming in here to put in work with no benefit. Now, you say, well, how the hell is that possible? Well, easy. You saw what happened in Italy with austerity. When they went bankrupt, they weren't just, oh, we can't borrow no more. No, you can borrow. But at these high-ass interest rates, oh, no, you can borrow. But if you want this bailout loan, it comes with austerity, which means, no. Y'all keep fucking working. You keep paying that same amount as taxes, but we shutting down a lot of these services. So you're still paying the same amount, but you're getting less and less back. I don't know if
I don't see where America's going to go to the factor that white people are going to leave.
Oh my God!
I just really don't see that, Dave. They came and they bum rushed this whole land and took over. Do you think they're going to give up something they accomplished in the last 250 years?
They already are.
Where?
Everywhere in the United States, white is a declining population.
It is.
And if you don't attest it to the number of people who are leaving, then you have to at least take into consideration that they're not breeding anymore.
Hold up, bro. Listen, that's not because they're that way. You got to understand, whites have interbred or had relations with many different cultures. This is one of the things that has diluted their population. They're not going to leave their loved ones and family ones here and stay.
I don't think that's the major contributing factor.
Say what?
Even if it is, you're still making my point. I don't think that's the major contributing factor. I think the birth rate is number one. Emigration to other places is number two. And then mixed race is probably, after all of those, as a small percentage of white people.
Can I tell you?
Especially because what's considered white then in those cases is actually expanded and increased, right? Like now, Hispanic people are considered to be white now, right? Arabs are considered to be white now. So while the term white becomes ever expanding and a growing term that includes more and more people, the percentage of whites in the United States still goes down. And the numbers of actual white people, like if you measured the German population in 1995, it was 60 million. Now it's 45 million. So 15 million Germans just disappeared.
23% then, and now it's down to 13%.
Not just percentage, though.
Yeah.
The actual numbers. It was 56 million in 1995, and it's 46 million now.
Right.
The 20 million Germans disappeared. They either didn't breed or they left, or both.
Or they mixed in the races.
And what I'm trying to allude to is this is I know this sounds wild, but Trump is prepping to move money, capital, military, all of that back over to Europe. While it's being a guise of saying, we leaving them out dry and all this other type of shit and we're cutting them off. When in reality, he's cutting off because they have an escape plan and hoping that America will be isolated for when they're gone, so that they don't have a competitor, the same level of competitive battle against after you jump ship.
So let's just say we stop illegal immigration. But then that was earlier, a few minutes ago. Oh.
I know it sounds wild, but that's just what I see.
Okay, I do agree with y'all both there on that, because Adam Prince sort of said the same thing here too. It makes a little bit more sense. I don't know. I just don't see. I don't see it, bro. I don't see him. That you're talking in 2 years, he's gonna shift everything over by the time he's out, and the Americas are gonna be gone from then on.
What I'm saying is that we had shackles on Europe through NATO.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
Through NATO, through power of the purse, through a lot of different things, and it looks as if just the level of prestige that we have a lot of people turning against us. Okay, we've cut a lot. We made, I don't know, enemies is a strong word, but we've lost some allies. Let's just say that.
Well, we're at 51 allies right now, 51 or 54.
Right, but there's some in that 54 that's like, yeah, we're cool. Right, you know what I'm saying? And that number's growing. And what I'm looking at,
I just think they talk shit on TV.
Right. So
they're not actually not our allies anymore. They don't have a choice.
Right. So, that's just what I was looking at on that level. And the same thing is happening within my group. Like, I get it. Like, this, how I made sense of this is I hear the complaint, oh, they trying to act like black people, this, that, and the other. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, well, if you the ones, if the African American, the black, whatever y'all want to, whatever different name you want to use, FBA, if we supposed to be, the conceiverships, we supposed to be looking out for everybody under our group, then yeah, motherfuckers gonna want to mimic you and that type of shit. Like, hey man, you the ones. Like, all right, okay, different shit like that, right? But we're in the battle too that, right or wrong, like selfishly, I'm not jumping in it quite yet because I do need a delineation, but not the way that they're doing it, like evil shit. I just need delineation because it's hard for me to do money type swap agreements between the US dollar and, let's just say, the Nigerian Naira. If the Nigerians is saying they me, I can't even fucking deal with your currency if you're not even saying you goddamn in Nigeria. You see what I'm saying? So I got my own selfish reasons, but I think they've taken it too far. But I do know that within my group, we're gonna have some work to do after all this smoke clears, as far as some international shit.
Take cooks.
Like,
you gotta clear the smoke somehow. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Damn, Dave, you a long-winded motherfucker, bro.
Hey man, I don't get no shit. I'm happy, man. Like Einstein, like you're probably the only one that's actually gonna fuck around and say, you know what, let me just hear this crazy motherfucker out and play the mind game. You know what I mean? I appreciate it because nobody else is doing it. Nobody else will do it. They'll cuss me out.
Hey, listen, I got time to hear everybody, bro. I just don't got time to hear nobody. You feel me? Like,
yeah, I know
what we on here and we can't even hear each other. Yeah, it's like I get lost. All right, see you. Go sometimes, but it's really nice to be able to just pick somebody's mind. I just want to understand you, Dave. I've gotten to know you here recently, through the Gospel Bob. You're a hell of a dude, bro. And when you bring shit up, bro, you're hilarious. And you come on fire, but then you level out, and then you start thinking. Depending on who you're talking to. This is what I've noticed with Dave. He'll take it to your level. Okay, whatever level you want to bring to him, he will take it to your level.
Response, Einstein.
And
yes, he
he's good.
if I were black, I would be far more concerned actually,
Why? Why? Go ahead.
We
because
take
I think a Hispanic majority is going to be way worse for blacks than it is for whites, and it's going to be way worse than the white majority was. That's is one of the things, the consequences of white privilege is that white people don't always have to rub it in your face. They don't always have to take revenge. They don't always have to be nepotists. They don't always have to think about race first, right? These are white privileges. But if you've been an oppressed minority for the last 250 years, and then suddenly you gain the majority and you take a political hold, you're not going to be as benevolent as the white man was. You're going to be a lot more vengeful.
So you're saying that we should
Hell yeah.
be more worried about the Hispanic people who are way less in population than the ones who are way more?
But they're not going to be. Hispanics are going to be a majority in 20 years, and they're going to make up 3-4 times your population as blacks.
Why would you?
Because you guys aren't growing in population, you're staying the same.
Why would you say we're staying the same? What are the factors?
You've been 13% of the population for the past 80 years.
I know, but what are the factors of it? Now,
You don't import blacks.
no. Yeah, we know that. Well,
See, the Hispanics, they're important. They're people from all over the world. They have 6 kids. They live 2 families to a household, so they can maximize all the economic benefit. I mean, the like Hispanics with their culture, when they come here, they crush this system, bro. They bank. They go from having nothing but the clothes on their back to owning homes in 10 years.
Yep.
Right. So
and I agree with that, because if you take even like the farms, in my hometown, we used to have these camps in the area, and they were like an apartment complex, 10, 12 buildings, four apartments to each building on the first floor, second floor, same thing. And these buildings would be packed with Spanish folks. For the first month, it would be no vehicles in that thing. After the first month, there was F-150s, cars, truck, any vehicle that you wanted to find would be in these complexes, because they made so much money saving up, even paying the high amounts they pay, so that they bank so much money they can buy a truck in a month, bro. Fat cash, straight up.
So you're saying that, let's just assume that the scenario happens, right? A large majority of white, a large portion, not even majority, a large portion of white people leaves America, right? Back to the EU, go to the EU, right? You're saying that, I don't know how this would happen numbers wise, where we would stay at the same percentage. We got the same amount of people for blacks, but less people here. I think that if you lower the denominator and keep the numerator the same, the percentage goes up. So you're saying that we're in the worst, we should be fearing Hispanics because we'll be at a higher percentage? I'm not understanding.
Dave, listen.
No, you won't be. They'll replace you.
Folks are at 20% of the population, okay? Black or African Americans are 12.4% of the population, bro. Right. That means if whites leave,
right,
we become the majority of the population. Okay. We take over.
They outnumber you 2-1. And whites aren't going to leave. What's going to happen is whites are going to become where the Mexicans are now, where the Hispanics are now, and Hispanics will be over 60%, and blacks will stay right where they're still at.
Yep. How? I'm not understanding, because all these percentages.
Because you're not increasing your population according to the population increasing overall. Everybody else is growing faster than you.
I'm asking. The reason why is because you're not filling the street with kids who are growing. You're filling the streets with kids who are going to prisons and jails, and that's where most of your population is.
No, it's not. I mean, you can look that up.
We can look it up.
I mean, when you see the percentage, you're gonna be like, oh, okay. Gotta know what's propaganda and what's not. But I'm still, while you're looking that up, I still have a question though. If you decrease the denominator while keeping the numerator the same, how is my percentage going down?
You're not decreasing. There aren't going to be less people in the United States. The whites are going to get replaced by Hispanics. And there'll be more people in the United States.
Okay. All right. We're ignoring certain parameters that cause this thing to happen. So, let me ask Mexican Einstein this. Right. Mexican Einstein. Do you think Hispanics will be flooding this country without the promise of opportunity? Which means, are they going to continue flooding in under the promise that, no, you're probably not going to see the fruits of your labor in your lifetime? Not even your kids. You're doing this for your grandkids and great grandkids.
That doesn't confront the economic reality of where they come from.
Say what?
America's like an ATM machine compared to where they come from. Even in its fallen status as it declines, it's still way better of an economic opportunity than where these people come from.
No, it's not. If you remove
it is.
Oh, hold on for a second. Hold on. If you remove the CIA and everything they're doing to tackle Latin America to this day, bruh.
Well, that's not going to happen.
Well, that's what we're talking about. We're talking
about white people becoming a minority in the country that they colonized. They're going to get replaced by Hispanics, is what the numbers say so far. Now, that could change. It could change to the Chinese. It could even change to black folks if something radical happens there. But past being prologue and things going the way they are now, white people will become second place, Hispanics will become first place, and blacks will stay right where they've been at for the last century.
But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking, okay, let me put the parameters in, because we were just saying, here's the parameters. We're assuming what you were here when I was saying, like, okay, this may sound crazy, but as the opportunity dies or whatever, and what I'm looking at, the strategic position in the EU, it's going to be a reverse migration back to the EU. Under that reverse migration,
by middle class white folks will leave for better opportunity.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah, I'm not saying it will, but I'm just saying. And then the notion of that also is a diminishing of, what we call American dream and opportunity. Now, under that scenario, you're saying that under diminishment of that, when you're saying that pole is shifting, that also means all the political, economic stuff that we're used to, that's removed. I'm begging to differ that the whole theory of, everybody still want to come to America, I think that's null and void, because we're already fighting.
We don't need everybody, though. We just need Central America. All of Central America is still going to want to come to America because they'll still be living in shitholes compared to a declined American economy. And the way that the American economy is shifting, it's in the Hispanic favor still, because they have large families and they keep the entire family together in a household, or they live numerous families per household. So the increased rent and the increased food costs do not affect them anywhere near as much as it does an individualistic, white person who leaves the house at 18 and tries to make enough money on a single salary to pay for his wife and his 2.1 kids and his 2.1 cars. So it's tailor made for Hispanics to take advantage of. And when there's nothing but rich white folk and poor working class left, it's going to make it even more advantageous for skilled labor to come over the border and take advantage of it. And these people are disciplined. They work long hours. They work hard hours. They cut corners. They work fast, and then they take small margins in order to create large profits over time. And they spend extremely thriftily. They don't
explain to me, because we're here because you're saying that black people have something to fear in any of these scenarios. That
you have a lot more to worry about than white folks do. It's going to be worse for you when Hispanics take the majority.
What?
Yeah, you won't have your jobs will be taken away. Like all of the entry level positions that historically have helped mobilize black people from lower income levels to higher income levels are all going to be replaced.
That's
yeah, correct. Yeah, I know, I'm right. It's going to keep getting worse.
I mean,
and plus, the
time out.
It's going to keep continuing along that path, getting worse.
What do you mean? Worse?
And
that's
there'll
like
be
saying,
less and less jobs for black people.
That's like going to Harold and saying, "Hey, man, this shit could get worse."
Yeah. 3 nukes is worse. Yeah. However you want to frame it, it's going to get worse.
It's already.
And not only that, but Hispanic people are going to take political power too. They're going to be a majority of Congress, and they will not be as racially ambivalent as white people who have conquered the world are. They're going to be a lot more vengeful against black folks. So you're going to have a lot of political strife there as well, because your two communities don't get along. You guys don't get along in the streets. You're not going to get along in Washington either.
Because you're saying this as if black people should be scared of anything, bro. That's over with. We're not, like, if you haven't seen, we're resting. We've already discussed all of what you're saying. None of this scares us.
Yeah, it should.
Why?
I just explained why. I don't need to say it again.
If you look at our history,
hopefully, while you kept interrupting me and screaming over the top of what I was saying, the audience still heard it. I can't explain it to you. You're not listening. You're saying weird shit like what's worse than a nuke, and we already know it's happening, so then what does it matter that it's happening? That don't make no sense at all. You're arguing against yourself every time you open your mouth. So hopefully at least the audience can hear what I'm saying.
Read what that says.
We just went on to a whole tangent of
Dave, your entire talking points have been based on black people losing. Now you're saying it ain't happening. Exactly. That's exactly what I was saying. Exactly. And you know what, Phoenix Fish? Thank you for putting it more articulately than I did. That was way more succinct. I appreciate you. Thank you.
I gotta admit what he said was true right there, Dave. I mean,
Dave, your entire talking points have been based on black people. Wait a minute. Okay, call in, because I didn't say all of this shit about what I'm seeing, and somehow it's been based on black people losing. I started off with a victory celebration.
Good luck with that.
I don't get it. Please elaborate. Phoenix Fish, I guess. Okay, but Denison, we ain't scared. I mean, I hear you, but I'm just saying, I'm just putting pieces together. You know what I mean? I'm just looking at current events and extrapolating and looking at certain different things. You know what I mean? Yeah. But that's what I see.
Everybody, I want to say thank you, man. You guys are awesome. Right now, we have Trenton on the scene. We have Denison. Denison, I want to thank you once again for restreaming for me. I appreciate that. We also got the Gospel of Bob restreaming. I want to thank everybody showing up. It's been a great episode. My chat is full. The viewers are live. Please share, like, and subscribe if you don't mind. This is the Mexican Einstein. It is my channel. Everybody is restreaming off of me. So, yeah, thank you. Let's keep the conversation going because it's killing it right now. Let's
And
go.
you notice this. Here's the next part. Here's the noticing part. It's basically saying, hey, we need for you to be worried about a new boogeyman called the Latino because they hate you more than us. Be scared.
But
Like, bro, the time for being scared over with, dog.
I'm gonna recant on one of my statements I did make earlier about you're making more, kids in prisons than it is. I misrepresented it when I spoke to that, and let me correct it. So you guys only do make 1% of the prison populations, but in actuality, you guys are 1/3 of the prison's populations, if that makes any sense as far as what I was speaking wise. The second part that I was going to say, Dave, for the problem why Black Americans are going to have a problem is because the integration. You have Blacks who definitely interracially or, get together. And as we all know, Black and Mexicans in the hood, they always seem to have kids. Okay. So that's another reason why you got to be careful when you say you're not going to have to worry about that. We've already started that basically. We're in the white population, we're in the Black population, we're in the Asian population, we're in every demographic of population that you can think of. We've already started molding our way there. And nobody's ever paid attention. So just saying, Dave, you do have to kind of be scared and be worried about it because we may not be taking over like our base population being great, but we're definitely starting to take over others' populations. So think of that for a second.
Yeah, I hear you, but it sounds like a boogeyman thing.
It isn't a boogeyman thing. What do you mean a boogeyman thing? Isn't it a scary thing?
Because
we're just gonna make everybody brown.
But we Black.
Yeah, but I guess it's a problem for everybody. So we're just gonna make you all brown.
I mean,
we're gonna make the white ones brown. We're gonna make the Black ones brown. We're gonna make the yellow ones brown. The blue ones brown.
Black people is already brown, dog.
Like, what the
fuck? Like, I'm not understanding this. Like, let me point this out for you. Okay.
Go ahead, Dave.
So, under this assumption, right? This is what he doesn't understand. What he just said.
Who, me?
No, Dennis. What he's saying is technically this is essentially what he's saying. What he's saying is right now we should be worried about white people and Hispanic people. I'm talking about as of right now. Forget about what I was saying in the future. For him to say, hey, you need to be worried about Hispanic because they way worse than we gonna be. Okay, let's just take that and say, hey, I'm not gonna even argue that. The equation to that, as a Black person, is you look and say, oh, well, then both of these people are against me. Right? And what he's saying is I should be more worried that in the future only one is going to be against me versus two of them. I just don't get it. I don't get that part. Tell me how if I'm sitting here not afraid of two, I'm supposed to be more afraid of one.
I don't know how
in that scenario where there's a one, we got more of a percentage than when it was two. I don't get it. I really don't get it.
Cause we taking over, Dave.
Like here's what I'm gonna tell you. This is what he wants me to believe. He wants me to believe, not even believe. He wants me to disrespect white people effort, and they fight. The shit that's being done now. I'm not gonna disrespect these billions and the goddamn efforts that's being put in to fuck over shit. I see it. I'm not gonna give you a big up, but I'm gonna say you dedicated to some shit. I'm not gonna sit here and act like, God damn it ain't shit. And then if it's gone, God damn it, ain't no big. No, motherfuckers is committed. Hey, right? That's what he's trying to say. Don't worry about them because they don't have no power. No, I'm saying hell yeah, they got a lot of fucking power. Right, Witchy. They trying to tell me. He basically saying that white people ain't got no. No. I'm not gonna disrespect. God damn it. I'm not disrespecting the system. God damn it, that motherfuckers been trying to, put the tweaks in and say, all right, this is the little unjust part here. This part is good, this part is bad. No, I ain't finna disrespect, god damn it, the effort, god damn it, to tweak shit. And then say, hey, if you get rid of that shit, it's a lot harder than dealing with two. It's like, what the fuck? like you're dealing with backwards number here. You decrease the denominator, keep the numerator the same, and then tell me the fraction is smaller. I don't know. But I'm going to roll and say, yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm worried, but I got Black Jesus with me.
Black Jesus.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I actually do believe he was of dark descent, but not black. This same.
Hey man, I gotta roll with shit. You know what I'm saying? Who knows, man?
I always have a saying about this, Dave. I always have a saying about this, and it's, to me, it's factual. I don't know if it is for anybody else, and I ain't trying to impose it on anybody else. But this is what I think of. You got to think of dough. Okay, you make bread dough. Right? When it's white, it's raw. It's no good. So you still eat it, but it's nasty, gooey. Doesn't just sit on your stomach right.
Oh man, this
but
is
when you bake it, it's just nice golden and brown.
Oh
see,
God.
Nice golden and brown.
This is a whole nother level of racism. Jesus Christ. Are you making a loaf of bread? Oh my God, he's making an analogy when Jesus passed out loaves of bread. They had to have been brown. Oh my God, man. What?
Listen, bro, you got the brown, and then you got the.
Oh my God!
Unfortunately, you got to throw it away bread. Just saying.
Oh my God! Now he's saying Wonder Bread ain't good. I didn't say all of that, man. Jesus Christ! I know Wonder Bread listening to this shit like, man, what the fuck?
Wonder Bread. That's the bread that my brother left out on the counter and stayed out sick for 3 months. Hell no.
It was like 4 months.
4 months.
Nope.
Oh shit.
I don't need that shit no more. Not me. Now what the hell did I come back into?
We just went down the rabbit hole. I don't know where we're at, but we're at. Okay, here's where we're at. We're at if there is a mass migration to the EU. We were looking at the effects. What would that mean for the Latino? What would that be an increase? Okay. Dennison was like, okay, all right, man, I'm not going to argue that whole theory. Now we're going to look at what happens afterwards. And we're at the point where we're trying to figure out essentially, would that be, would the numbers be made up? Would the numbers from people leaving over to Europe be made up in Hispanic migration to America? That's the question that is on the table now. And
Dave, damn, you trying to take our?
It's not an if.
Status?
It's not an if.
And Skywalker, this is the other part.
When he's done misrepresenting, I'd like to actually repeat myself.
Okay, go ahead, Dan. Go ahead.
No, you can finish first.
No. I don't want to misrepresent you. Shit. We're having a good conversation. This is great.
So the population in America is already increasing.
Right.
The numerator isn't getting smaller.
Right, it's getting higher. I mean, denominator.
And white people are already shrinking in percentage and actual numbers. They're already being replaced by Hispanics.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
56 million Germans in 1995.
I don't think y'all decreasing
45 million Germans. 45 million Germans in 2020.
Right, we did. We did.
It's
look at
already
that.
happened.
Okay, go ahead,
Dave.
Dennison.
Listen,
You're right. You're
Dave,
right. Go ahead.
Dave.
So the thing
Dave,
you're
let me-
saying, if it happens and this, that, or the other, and all things coincide, is already fucking happening.
Right.
And my point is that white people who have been in charge for 2,000 years are way more benevolent than some La Raza motherfuckers being imported from the third world that don't like your black ass.
Okay. Okay, full stop.
Complete full stop.
Now,
Whoa.
I thought the other part was we got black people supposed to be scared of
Oh, I
something.
mean, you don't have to be. You can be totally fine with the fact that all your jobs are going to go away, your currency is going to be triple inflated, and you won't be able to compete with hordes of Hispanic people. You can be cool with
That's
that.
what we're saying, Dave.
Then
That's
you're
what we're
gonna have
saying.
to
We're not
learn
saying that you
Spanish.
have to be scared. If you look at the reality or the logic of it, if the white population left the United States, like you say they are, because they're the lower demographic at that point, and they no longer want to be a part of a situation that is of that statue, they leave. Now you have Mexicans, which make 20%, or Hispanics, which make 20% of the population at this point, and the other rest was 57 for the Caucasian or white, 20 for us, then 13 to 14 for y'all, I think it was. You're already at a losing point with that. If the whites
Listen.
leave, there's 50% gone, 57% gone. We gain that 50% majority automatically because we're the top dogs at the point with the population. We have a 20%. So now we go to about 60, 65%. That still did not increase your percentage at all.
Even if it did, it wouldn't change your numbers. It'd still be 2-1. Who
But
cares
like
if you're
what you
suddenly
said-
26% of a population that's half as large? You still
like-
have the same voting block and power that you did before.
But then the thing that Dennison added in, which I didn't add just a second ago because my brain like farted for a second, is that the white population who doesn't leave and is left here, they're going to be
Right.
now the
We're turning
minimum
into slaves.
underneath us. They're going to be the 20% or maybe 15%.
Right.
And you guys are going to stay at the 13% no matter what. Your number doesn't change in this numbers.
Right. Unless you start importing a horde of black people and stop going from having 1 or 2 kids to having 6 kids.
Yep. I knew a dude who had 21 kids from where I'm from, where we're from. Black dude. 21 kids. Everybody there? The one
Yeah,
talking?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Right? Oh, the
My
CDC
Einstein's
as
muted.
of right now, because I've had this idea in my head for a very long time. So I also wanted to know what would the black population look like by 2050? And they're saying we're going to double by 2050.
Y'all probably be at 20%.
They're saying we're going to double by 2050.
But you gotta look at it like this because white people ain't having babies no more. You know what I mean? And
No, they said
No.
our absolute population is going to double by 2050. I just typed it in again. Black population in the U.S. 2050.
that's what they estimate. I'm
That's
saying
guesstimating.
I'm estimating it's gonna go up to 20%. You're saying it's gonna go up to 26%. So we're
No,
about
I'm
the
saying it's
same.
going to go up to 80 million. That's what they're saying. By
What's
2050.
That
Kids don't like looking at percentages.
Well,
'cause
no,
percentages
61
you
million.
gave up in numbers, and it gives like 0.5
61 million is a
and then
50%
he
increase.
starts using humans
Well, the
as a percentage. Like,
percentage is
how can you
better.
make a human a half? And that's where his head gets lost. So that's why he has to deal with long numbers, like thousands and millions, so that way he can keep it divided. I've noticed that with you, Dave. I've
The
noticed.
population will grow,
you
but
all
it's
are
still going to
making
remain the
sense.
same percentage.
No, you
While
all
the
are
absolute
making-
number will increase, the black share of the total U.S. population is projected to remain relatively stable, rising only slightly from about 13% to roughly 14% in 2050. This is what we're talking about.
We're saying
Yes.
61 million, right?
Yeah, but there's going to be tons and tons more Hispanic people and an equal amount more white people.
Wait. Okay, I quit.
So Dave,
Because you're
let me put
basically
it-
just throwing out the whole thing we're talking about. We were talking about
No,
white people
no,
even going to
you don't.
EU.
You don't
Now-
know.
now they're
No, you
saying-
just don't understand math.
Go play
You don't
Fortnite.
understand how when there's going to be less people overall, percentage wise, there's still going to be more motherfuckers living in America.
Dave. Okay, let's put it in.
Wait a minute. Did you just hear what this said? He said when there's going to be less people in America, there's going to be more people. Say
No,
that
I
whole-
didn't.
Hey, hold on.
I'll say it
everybody.
again,
Hold on one
and you
second.
gotta have to listen. I'm gonna
Hold on
wait for
one
him.
second.
Wait for Mexican.
Yo,
Yeah,
Witchy,
she coming up.
Bitchy, can you cam up for a second? I know you've been out back in the whatchamacallit.
I can verify her voice.
All right,
You gotta let her.
go ahead. Witchy, Bitchy.
I'm a real person.
Okay.
That's her. That's her.
Okay.
What I said was, while there's going to be more people in America percentage wise, or less people in America percentage wise, there's still going to be more actual people overall in America. The population will grow, but certain types of demographics will decrease in percentages.
Okay. So on a mass migration to the EU, there's going to be more people.
Yes, there already is.
And that
Let me get-
that percentage of population is going to increase for the Spanish folk more than it will for the black folk,
Correct.
because we would take top majority.
And whites have stopped breeding. We no longer replace ourselves, and we're leaving. So we're going to fall down to the second
There's a
tier.
caveat, Dan. There's
And
a
we're
caveat.
breeding so
White
fast.
women have not stopped breeding.
Her
Women have not stopped
hold on,
breeding.
your
They
mic
just
is
started
low.
having
yeah, your
brown
mic is low,
babies.
Witchy.
Witchy.
It's always low.
Well, yeah, white women are bringing more brown people into the country, I think, is where she's
Yeah.
going to go with that.
I'm saying white women have not stopped breeding. We're just making brown babies.
Yeah, you make
Right.
different babies.
That's what I
Okay,
was
good.
saying.
That's better. Okay.
Right.
I said it
No.
wrong. She said no. She said that because what I said, which she's right.
Can I say
I see what
something?
she's saying.
Can I say something on the baby issue? And I don't want to touch. Oh God. Geez. I don't know what to say. Okay. Y'all were talking about the number one decrease population, all of that, and I noticed y'all left out the number one. The meth epidemic is people are.
No, it's not even close.
I knew y'all were interrupting, but even your great dear leader Trump said the fact, and it's the fact. The number one
Oh,
cause
man.
of death
Oh,
of young white men
Amphetamine.
18 to 40 is meth. Number one. And I just
Yeah, you just cut out
This is-
most of the
hold
people
on,
who
I
are
knew something
dying.
touched- Hold on. can I
18.
just
Yeah,
put
of
a
course,
maybe on
because
that-
your
on that
numbers are
5 more
fucking
words?
bullshit. Most people
Maybe,
don't
just
die
maybe,
before
maybe
41.
don't wanna have
That's
meth
why it
babies.
doesn't mean what you're saying is
I'm just saying,
irrelevant
maybe,
crap.
just maybe
It's
she don't wanna
propaganda.
have meth babies.
maybe she don't have nothing.
She just
Most
said
people
she
don't
brown
die
babies.
until after 40. Listen to what he said.
No, but why are a lot of that's what they're saying? Why are all these people dying of meth from 18 to 40?
Hey, bro, hold it down for me for a
It's an
second.
epidemic.
Because they do a lot of meth.
Yeah.
Right, that's what they're saying.
It's still
on that
yeah, it
notion,
still has
could
barely any
maybe the
impact at all on the
decrease-
overall
could
reason why
maybe the
white
decrease in
population is declining. Though
can maybe
you
the
claiming
decrease-
it's even an important or measurable factor is bullshit.
Hold on. Could maybe the decrease in the baby making be that Becky
No,
says
meth addicts have way more kids.
God damn, can I finish
No.
this sentence?
Yeah. Go ahead. I'm gonna have the same answer. Go
Maybe,
ahead,
I'm
finish
just
it.
saying, since we're just throwing theories, maybe it's not wanting to have a meth baby.
No, meth addicts have way more kids.
Yeah. True that. It is true.
How if they're dying?
They ain't dying.
Meth
They
babies don't die. We got the technology. They
No,
just
I'm
all
saying-
fucked up,
Oh my God.
and then they make more fucked up white people.
God, here
They
goes
just
the deflection.
create more and more white
Here
trash.
goes the goddamn deflection. Never mind.
God
I don't see how that's a deflection. I dove right into that shit.
No, I'm saying. I mean, never mind.
No, he's perfectly right. And here's the thing: it's not even about that they don't want to have meth babies, because even if you have a kid with a meth head, doesn't mean you're gonna have a meth baby. The mom would have to be on meth. So that's like a retarded logic in the first place. It has more to do with the fact that, like in my case, I'm in a predominantly Hispanic area. There's a lot more availability of Hispanic men in the United States than white men.
And white men are going their own way. They're not wanting to have kids. The more
Why?
financially independent they become, the less they breed.
Why? How do you
It's a
reverse?
lifestyle. Well, I mean, undo the Industrial Revolution.
I'm saying, what? How do you rejuvenate Becky and Brad's love, basically?
You don't. You call it quits. Becky and Brad are over. Get over it. It's
You
history.
agree that you agree that the miscegenation of the races is inevitable. You unite the world under one flag as one race, and you end all the bullshit. That's what you do.
Yeah,
No,
fuck this
the
white,
Lord,
brown, black shit. Anyway, is
no,
dumb
the Lord made
and
all type
gay.
of flowers on the earth. The Lord didn't make no mistake in
Yeah, and
creating
Yeah, the
all
Lord
different types
made a
of people.
billion types of flowers that are gone and will never return.
and we've
Yeah, the Lord didn't like
cross-pollinated
that
them
shit
so much
either.
that none of them are the ones he originally made anyway.
Nah, we
Yep, the original races aren't even here anymore.
I mean,
nah,
even
we
with flowers, just literally with flowers, they are so
Black
cross-pollinated
people have
that you can't.
Neanderthal and Denovian DNA.
I don't, Adam, what are you talking about, man? I don't know what Adam is talking about, man. Like, geez, I'm talking about, goddamn it, don't fucking extinct yourselves like shit. I don't know. You
It
should.
don't
Nobody's
matter.
extincting anybody. We're all the same. We're just fucking humans. That's what we're telling you. It
Yeah,
doesn't matter. Those
When did
racial
that happen?
denominations are bullshit. That's
When
what's
did that
happening.
happen?
That's what's happening. Watch the world
Oh,
around you.
happening. Oh,
We're pretty damn close. We already have a global economy. We already have fractional reserve banking across the globe.
so there's no way that y'all could rejuvenate y'all love. Like you call, this is hypothetical. I know y'all don't speak for the.
Why do we need to do that? Why do we need to segregate in that way? You're encouraging racial segregation by those kind of comments. When
No,
really
no.
what's
I think
happening
you're
is
going too far with that.
you're
saying.
saying that whites need to breed with whites more. That's some serious
I mean,
fucking
Trump is saying that
genocide
every day.
segregation.
I mean, I don't. Trump is saying that every day. I mean,
What does Trump have
wasn't
to
that
do with it?
MAGA? Like, I mean, it was a whole fucking political movement. I mentioned it.
Do I
Now
have do I
I'm the bad guy.
do I have a MAGA hat on?
No, I'm just saying. I'm mentioning. Don't take it like this is like, oh man, I'm pushing. I'm saying like, yo, I'm just mentioning.
MAGA wants to burn me at the stake, and the Democrats
Yeah, I
want to
know.
drown me in the lake.
Jeez, baby.
Like, I gotta
Yikes.
ride that fence so I don't get eaten by the dogs on either side.
I know that's right. I know that's right. Jeez Louise. Dennison?
yo,
You don't think that there's no turning back? Like there's no chance of reconciliation with Becky?
it's you have to consider the factors that are involved.
Dude, if Jen
This
ever
is the
makes a
natural
baby,
course of economic evolution.
What?
if Jen ever makes a baby,
Y'all not gonna change your economic theory then?
wait.
I mean, like if the economic
No.
theory is like, hey, we're gonna go extinct, shouldn't you kind of like
Wait,
tweak
Oh,
the
No.
wait. Let me make this
No,
clear.
you would
If
have
Jen
to
ever-
outlaw industrialization, return us to an agrarian society, take away women's right to vote, own property, and to
Whoa,
work without a
whoa,
man's
whoa,
position.
Whoa. So you're saying that under a free will scenario for everybody, all genders, Becky doesn't like Brad at her core?
Wait. Let me tell you.
Correct.
If Jen were to make a baby with anyone, it would be a curvy Latina woman. So
Or a black woman.
It's women.
If I could find a half black, half Asian woman with a dash of Latina in her, then that would be the best for my genetic progeny. I'd have the whole world, and I'd have the best chance. My progeny would have the best chance to fit in anywhere in global society. Not to mention the genetic strength that would come from mixing all that blood.
That is true.
I don't look at nothing like that.
And that's
So-
why one world, one
Yeah,
race.
you're almost there, Dave. Shit, what are you talking about? You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Do I need to say the name? Do I need to say the name?
What? What name?
With you?
Kim Kardashian?
No. Who you
And
trying
the
to,
Kardashians
what
are
I'm saying?
fake. That's all cosmetic surgery.
No, I'm talking about one you don't talk to.
What?
Oh. It starts with an A, right?
Ada.
Yeah, there you go. You know what I'm saying?
Where's she
You'll
from?
you'll have genetic. You know what I'm saying? Look, she's
in New
Asian.
York. Was she?
She's Asian.
That's Cali girl.
Just tell her what she is. She's Asian.
There you have it,
Filipino.
folks.
She's
I
Filipino
like how you
American.
put that out there, bro.
Oh, there you have it. That means she's already Spanish and Asian. Look at you go with your
There you
genetic diversity, son.
What do you mean? I don't like y'all trying to. No, I haven't had kids with Shawty. Like Jesus Christ.
No.
man.
That's
You
not what
you
we're
don't
saying
want to
about
bust
it.
a nut up in there?
If you
Yeah.
had a relationship with her, that would be your
Yeah,
intention.
that's what we're
as a
talking
future
Y'all
about,
going
man.
too
I'm
far, man. Y'all going too. Like I've only busted in a girl twice. I got 2 kids. I'm fucking paranoid. I don't know what I use condoms. Like I spray, dog. I know it's bad, and it leads to maybe a girl feeling like she ain't enough and shit
Oh,
like
man.
that. But I'm trying to work around it. You know what I'm saying? That my fear and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't. God, this is a crazy combo. I was just trying to figure out, goddammit, how to rectify, goddammit, rejuvenate y'all love.
But you see where we're going at with the issue that I guess if you guys are still talking about it, the population of the black folk will be something that won't rise.
No, Mexican, Einstein. No, we're on a whole new topic. We were talking.
yeah.
I wouldn't smoke. What are we talking about then?
We're talking. I don't know how we got here, but it's very intriguing. We were
We're
talking
about
about.
the fact that it's all mixing, and you ain't gonna get white people to
What-
breed with
what-
white people
yeah.
in order to bring up that demographic again.
Yeah.
What you gotta accept is that miscegenation of the races has won. I mean, most of us are of mixed race globally, not just in America anymore.
Right.
And it's spreading more and more. And there's not gonna be the white people and the brown people and the black people. It's just gonna be the fucking people, and it's about damn time.
Witchy, you said misogyny?
No, I said miscegenation. There's a
What
difference.
is that?
Misogyny is a whole nother thing, and we ain't gonna.
What
talk
is
about that.
miscegenation?
I'm the only one up here. We are not getting on that topic. I'll leave.
I know, right? That's why I was wondering, like, damn, what is that word you said? What does that mean?
It means the mixing of the genetics of all the races.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
the fact that you're not going to find very rarely a pure anything in the races, just like you're not going to find a carrot that's the pure genetic code of the original carrot anymore. You're going to find all the mixed genetics that we've created, and that's what's happened among the human race too, because we're globalized. There's too many people and not enough world for us not to have become globalized. We can't be territorial anymore because we can't set spaces between us, as proven by the global migration quote unquote crisis.
So, Witchy, in response, I have a question for you, because I've been in this space, right? There's a lot of stuff that I don't agree with them on, but a lot of them are like single, childless. And so, as a lot of these dudes are single and childless, that's why I keep saying, wait a minute. While there's all these single and childless men, and we keep talking about the mixing of things, this is why I'm asking, like, under a free will type of thing, are you saying that Becky don't like Brad at all? Because I'm trying to mesh one side with the other. One side, we see that I'm just saying it's a
Wait,
ton
wait,
of
wait,
dudes
wait,
without
wait,
girls
okay.
or children, and they all saying they making a
Can I
half
ask
a
you the
million a
question?
year.
Can I answer it? Can I answer the question?
Yeah.
Brad gets indigestion and stinks up the bed with spicy food.
Oh,
He does indigestion and does what?
Stinks up the bed, gets that gas. Weak.
Oh,
that's
okay.
spicy
Okay, I
food.
get it. I get it.
Hey, Witchy, we do have like, I don't know if it's just me, but I do have a slight problem hearing you. You sound like you're away from the mic a little. So maybe why some people may not be able
She
to
said
hear
that's
you.
how she always is.
Okay.
Yeah, can
It's
you get the
always
laptop, or is B here?
B is on the laptop, so
Okay, that's
I'm
why.
stuck with the
You're
cell
good. You're
phone.
good.
That's why you
You're
can't hear
fine.
me
You're
well.
fine.
When her man's on the laptop, we're stuck on the shitty wireless.
I'm one
That's
of
how
those
that
women.
works.
I'm one of those submissive women, so
She knows her
as long as I
place.
can fiddle, then I'm happy.
Oh,
Yeah,
Hey,
but strictly in the bounds of the relationship, though. Outside the
of course,
relationship,
of course.
he,
Both be.
he will throw down.
Well, what can they do to not stink up the bed like that?
I don't know. It's
I
their
mean, you
genetics.
gotta.
It's
Here's the thing.
spicy food.
I mean, like,
Here's the
what are
thing. I'm
solutions?
part.
'Cause I'm. This is sad. I like to see love.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you right now. You gotta listen though. I'm part Puerto Rican, part Lebanese. I can eat all the spicy food I want.
Okay. Well, I'm talking to. I'm gonna ask Witchy that. What changes could be made so that love can prevail? Well, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that there is no love outside. I'm just saying, and just in this
The
particular.
only way you could accomplish something like that is a depopulation where you can create geographic space between the cultures again. Because that's why they developed the way they did, because there was geographic space preventing them from mixing and matching amongst each other. But we don't have that geographic space anymore, because as much as people keep talking about declining birth rate, the population is still growing.
Right.
And we just
Right.
don't have the space to go back to the tribalism that would create those individual genetic codes again. We have not. It's the only thing that would do that would be if Sky Daddy comes down and floods out his creation again.
Black Jesus ain't doing all that. He done that before.
but he did it once.
Yeah, it's,
He
you know,
said he
we don't
wasn't
like
gonna do
doing
it
What we're
again.
figuring
twice.
it out historically now, if it's really Sky Daddy, he's done it 6 times. So it could very well happen again just by the geological history of our planet.
Yeah.
Oh, that
This
got
is
deep.
sad now. I'm depressed. Not depressed, but Jesus.
This is what happens to a population when it becomes dominant. The economic resources shift. It becomes less of an economic opportunity and prerogative for people to have multiple children, because they don't need people working on the farms or taking care of them when they're elderly. They can have more independent lifestyles, and it also ages the population. The more wealth a population has, the longer it lasts. So the less of the percentage of the population is young and fucking around all the time. Older people don't fuck around so much. So older people with more money make different kinds of decisions.
No,
They
they
think,
still fucking,
can-
man.
Yeah, but not at the
Mexican-
rates that they used to. I'm
No, they
explaining it
fucking
to you.
way
I don't know
more.
why you're gonna
Everybody's
talk
fucking-
over me with some shit that ain't true.
Mexican
You're not going to
Einstein, will you
decrease the
highlight a
annual
comment
dick
for me?
intake of women, dog. The charts.
You're
can go up.
100%. The fertility rate of white women is down. 100%. You're just fucking wrong, bro.
No, you're talking about
Einstein?
fertility rate. I'm saying the sex ain't stopped. So
Hold on.
The
Hold on,
unprotected sex, and in order to have kids, has stopped.
Yeah, that's true.
So Mexican Einstein, will you highlight a comment? I want to respond to it. Adam Price says, and you think we're supposed to breed with these ran through whores talking about all the dudes that farted in her bed. My breeding days are over. I gave birth to 5 beautiful children. 3 of them are already adults. So you ain't supposed to breed with me, honey. They already took the factory out.
She said, I'm done. I know that's right. Well, congratulations. All of them grown, all of that. I know that's right.
Yeah, that's good. Congratulations. Mine are all grown. I'm happy.
Shit, mine ain't. I got the tough
I
times
still have
coming,
2 at
boy.
home, but 3 are grown.
I got one just turned a teenager. This shit finna be wild.
Oh, bro. Especially the girls, you're in trouble.
Nah, I got dudes.
Okay, you great. You just have to worry about, keeping them out of jail. That's the only thing you got to do with them.
Man, dog.
At the hard feet too, bro. I'm gonna tell you
Yeah,
right now.
no.
In this society and age, that's a hard feat. It was trouble for me.
They good
Try to keep
kids.
my
though.
kids out of jail and
But
do
yeah, I
stupid
still
shit.
work.
But
Yeah.
they grown.
It ain't
I'm
hard.
Well, I learned a lot from y'all. Huh.
Damn,
Shit,
Dave, that's the first time I've ever heard you say that, sir.
I did. Like y'all, I was just making a. Y'all made me. I'm more doom and gloom after hearing this shit than anything. I'm like, where's the? I'm trying to figure out. We
We
need
back,
love
Dave,
in
you
this
know what I
world again. Like mother shit.
What y'all do to Dave, man? What y'all do to Dave? Y'all
Just
broke
some-
Dave.
Yeah,
Bro.
man. Like, okay. Fuck. Wait a minute. Whoa. Okay. Now I just thought about that. Now, wouldn't it, by nature, Dennison, wouldn't the same thing happen to the Hispanic community?
No.
Like if he said no, we're not gonna fall into that same cycle. Look, he immediately said no. Like, no, we're gonna
Yes.
get into this power and we're not gonna do the same thing. But
Yeah,
yeah,
yes.
exactly.
Yes,
You see,
in 150 years.
Oh.
150 years? Nah.
Yeah.
Nah, you can't say.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh.
okay. Why are you saying 100? Is there a cycle to that?
Because that's how long it took for whites.
But the industrial cycle hadn't kicked in for most of that time. You're saying that all of this is happening
Yes, it did.
because no.
Yes,
you're
it did. When
saying
did the
that-
Industrial Revolution happen?
Hold on, man. I gotta laugh at Adam. He's like, man, shut the fuck up. Be happy that goddamn Bible verse is being lifted. Oh God, or whatever the fuck that was. You said that the driver of it was the like. Under this scenario, it's not like the switch is going to happen and they're starting an agrarian world. They're going to be picking up where shit's left off. So wouldn't there be an instant effect in those?
They're not picking up where whites left off. They're picking up where El Salvador's left off.
No. You can't have it one like so. The formula doesn't apply with Hispanic people.
It does. In 4 generations, they'll be just like white people.
So, Dave, what he's saying, it will affect us, but in smaller percentages versus over time, it's going to take longer.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
All right. So, okay, yeah, I'll just say that. All right, let's add in these variables as we talk. Good. Okay, I'm just chipping at a little bit of be scared of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Dave trying to
Don't be scared, though. Shit.
I'm
First of all, don't give a shit. 2, become part of the 1% in income, and then it don't matter where you're at. 3, go to another country where you're better
Let me-
appreciated. Fuck it.
I'm looking at dual
hold up,
citizenship
hold up.
anyway.
Hold up. Let me show you someone that's doing it right now. Do exactly what he said, become part of 1% and do what Rampage Jackson's doing right now. He's going to have a baby from every country. Know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Do that.
Man,
Tell me, Dave.
wait. Is he stealing my idea?
Oh my God, that's it.
Several times.
Y'all trying to take my global shit, man.
Every state in the United States, just one kid. They can sign a contract. I don't need to be in their lives. They could be wealthy
Wait a
women. I
minute.
don't give a shit. They
Wait
just
a
want the seed. I'm willing to do it. 50 states, that'd be great. But
Can-
you know
can-
what? Now
okay.
Rampage Jackson's doing it. Ain't
Okay.
that fair?
Can we
He's been
extrapolate
doing it.
on
He's
what
been
y'all
doing it.
saying? Can we extrapolate on what y'all
Rampage has
saying?
been doing it. His kids are grown.
now,
I'm kidding, man.
I don't know who to
No,
put
no,
this
no. I'm just
to.
saying.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
no.
Dave. My bad.
I don't want to make you feel uncomfortable with you, so you can decline to even put yourself in the middle of this, what I'm about to mention. And it just hit. I thought of it before, but it hit me again. Does any of this diminishment of love have to do with the
It was never any
Directly
love.
spreading the seed. His
It was
skull.
always economic necessity. It was never about
Hold on,
love.
Denison. Hold on, Denison. Does it have anything to do with oh man, I'm trying to phrase this the right way. Fuck it, I'm gonna come out and say it. White men been slanging this wang all over the world. How did Becky feel while that was happening? Does that have anything to do with this? I have enough of this. You know what I mean? Like,
No, I don't think so. I think it more has to do with the cultural shift of white guilt in America. I think it has more to do with the degradation of the character of white man based on historical context and oppression. So I think that a lot of even white women are brought up in a culture that really hates white men. For the last maybe 30 years, it has steadily grown this rhetoric against the white man being evil. And even white women, most of them that are coming out and speaking on racism will shame the white man as though they're not him because, I'm a woman, so I'm also oppressed. Do you know what I mean?
right.
So I think it's this victim mentality that was created that allowed everyone to just hate on white men. And I think that has aggregated in our society to the point where even white women are having more brown babies.
Yeah.
That's
Okay, now would that be
They
hold
are
on.
adhering to the narrative.
Would
That's
that
what it
be
is.
mitigated, Witchy, if there was a direct U-turn to say, look, Becky, I love you, you the best. I'm not gonna, I've been seeing a lot
But
of
Becky's not the best anymore, though.
oh God damn it, Denison, can I try to
Damn.
make the pitch? Jesus.
damn.
Oh my
I like
God,
that.
you're a tough like I can't even be a good wingman.
So I can't speak for all women, but if you're talking about like what would happen if white men kind of like took the knee and humbled themselves, they were trying to do that, and you ended up with a bunch of simps, and then the women didn't want them either. So now what they're doing is they're walking away from it all, and they're concentrating and focusing on making that money. And fuck women, we don't need them.
That is true.
Right.
Yep.
That is facts.
And then when we got enough money, we can go to the Philippines, and Ling Ling will love me long time. She's not going to talk to me like some white bitch, some uppity white bitch.
Hey, Denison, what the fuck?
Facts.
Ling Ling.
Jesus.
Ling Ling, where you at?
She's not going to try and white guilt me into thinking that I'm a bad person just because somebody's great grandpa owned a slave.
Dennison talking about Ling. I know that's right. Oh man.
This is great, y'all. Hey, listen, everybody, we have 1 hour. I'm gonna restart another stream. Don't worry, we're not going anywhere. The unfortunate thing with me is I am not yet to be able to do the shift thing, however that works. So I cannot.
You can start another stream
because I want to.
You can start another stream. You can start another stream right now.
I'm gonna start another stream, and then I'm gonna give y'all the link. If you guys can post it in your chats, in your pin, whatever, and people have migrated over that way, that would be great. But we still got a full hour before that. Let's go ahead and just keep it going. Everybody, like, share, and subscribe. We have Dennison, we have Witchy, we have Trenton, and we have Skywalker all up on the panel. You guys ask questions. The chat is killing it like they always do. You guys are the gods and goddesses. Thank you. Keep on, people.
Demons.
Heathens.
This,
Heathens.
this is crazy.
Dave,
They
I'm
found-
glad we were
they
able to
found
open
something
your
out.
eyes up to different outlooks of things.
Yeah. Yeah, like this is the first, I just want to give y'all kudos because usually when a subject is kind of brought up, especially the rejuvenation of love between Brad and Becky, it's usually a deflection. Nobody wants to talk about that, but I'm getting insight into really what some of the issues that one is affecting that, but I guess going across society as a whole.
Becky's a whore.
Wait,
I ain't got time for that.
What? What did stop? Stop, Denny. Like, what the fuck?
She'll tell me right to my face how she don't need me. Before I even met Becky, she'd been run through by every color dick in the whole fucking rainbow,
Okay.
and then she'll tell me straight to my face.
Okay, then
She'll tell me straight to my face how she
Go
doesn't
ahead.
need me. She's got her own money.
And
let it out, Denny.
she's been given props across society for doing it too. She's told that she was owning her sexuality and owning her freedom, and she
Dave.
was doing right by herself by being ran through.
Dave, didn't we just see these videos? And even with the black women and white women on my brother's show, he was showing that these women are getting their backs cracked in while they on the phone with their mans and stuff. This is part of that reality too, Dave.
Well,
These
and
white
mind
women
you,
are doing that to the white man and not giving a shit. They going out to the other ways. Because
mind
of
you,
what
I'm a degenerate. So I'm talking from experience. I'm not talking shit on other people.
Okay.
Okay. I respect that 100%. I respect that mentality. I'm a degenerate and this is on me, not nobody else. That's good. So,
Wow.
you know, and Dave, like I said, this is the reality of what you don't usually see. These are other people that I mean, I've never met Witchy. This is the first time I've ever met Witchy on here. Of course, we know Dennison, but these people just change your mind, Dave. How do you feel, Dave?
Okay, so yeah, so look, here you gotta understand how I've been feeling. Y'all gonna laugh when I phrase it like this. So when I saw the election, I said, oh fuck, Trump won, right? And then I looked at the breakdown. I'm like, okay. I said, okay, this is gonna be fucked up. But I said, look, Brad. Becky done gave you a shot. Maybe y'all gonna try to rejuvenate y'all love. I swear to God, that's why I looked at the vote as like, all right, Brad and Becky may try to rejuvenate their love. And then the man just started going crazy on Becky. Yeah, fucking DEI, you fucking the pilots. I'm like, God damn, what the fuck? But now this is making a lot more sense because I'm hearing the frustration from Denny, and then I'm hearing Witchy saying, yeah, this is just the way it is. Like, so, and then when I ask this shit on a lot of these panels, they act like I ain't saying shit. So this is a shocker to me that it's not a shocker, but it's looking like, okay, it's a lot of the same issues across the whole spectrum of society.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
it's economic.
Here's the problem though, Denny. When you do your analysis that we made, you just basically took all these factors away from the Hispanics and said that none of this is gonna happen to them, and black men, you should
No, I didn't.
be scared because none of this shit.
It will happen to them. Just not tomorrow.
Everybody.
Don't you hit it? You see, watch out for that omen, Einstein.
Hey,
Look,
we're Tomorrowland, Dave. We're Tomorrowland.
okay.
I'm telling you about what's going to happen in the near future. In the near future, Hispanics are going to become the majority in the United States.
Wait,
And it will take several generations for them to turn into jaded white people. It's just facts.
Einstein.
And by that time, they'll be so racially mixed, they'll literally be called white.
Yep.
So Einstein, this is basically what he's saying is don't fall out of love, man. Y'all make sure y'all hold on to some love, man.
Hey, just don't fall out of coochie. That's what we're trying to say.
No. What I'm saying is, what's love got to do? Got to do with it.
Man, once the love is gone, he's telling you.
Love,
He's telling you, man.
but
So,
a second-hand emotion.
he's saying
That's what I'm telling you. Love ain't got nothing to do with it, son.
No.
It's economics.
Oh gosh, is this brother Bob
Hey,
father?
hey.
Can you let this guy
Forewarning,
up?
man,
I don't know
you
if
make
it's him.
sure-
Let me just double make sure it's Bob father.
you don't want to get a go.
Nah, don't let Bob up in this bitch.
AMOR. That's the only thing.
There goes the fucking neighborhood.
You remember that, Scott Einstein? Love. Dance.
Ain't
They
got
telling you-
nothing to do with it, Dave. Remember, you just got
Man,
love.
they telling you, goddamn it, y'all gonna fall out of love, and I'm telling you, don't let it happen.
Yeah, but we ain't gonna let it happen for a very long time. Is what we're telling you.
Oh my God, you lost. You already said for a
I
very long
know.
time. You're
And
supposed to
I'm
say
agreeing.
forever. Para
Hold
siempre.
up, Dave. I'm in agreement with both of them, and they are right. As time goes on, we're going to be diluted as well,
Oh my
and not
God.
just us. Everybody, everybody's going to be mixed in some kind of pool of. It doesn't matter who we sleep with. We're all the same people. This is talking about 150 years down the road.
No, Einstein, you're saying the wrong thing.
At
You're
least.
supposed to say never. I love her forever.
I mean,
Nunca. Nunca. Para siempre, mi amor.
Hey, no, listen.
So we can still have these same stupid problems that we have now?
Nunca. Para siempre, mi amor. That's what you're supposed to say. Never.
I can't say that.
I love her forever.
Nah. And see, here's the thing. The white man's greatest export is still white women.
Shit, yeah.
Oh my God.
Shit, yeah.
Everybody wants a white woman. You can't. Don't try to front on me.
Oh my
Don't
God.
lie to me. Dave, don't you lie to me now. Remember, we're not having the deflection conversation. We're having the nitty gritty conversation.
hold up.
Every man wants a white woman or a light-skinned Asian girl.
Listen,
That's what every man wants, and that's what's going to happen to every race. Every race is going to get diluted with a little bit of white, a splash of white milk in there. Everyone.
Listen, let's just ask the white man on the. Go ahead, Bob. What do you think about this?
I don't know. I just heard that the white man's greatest export is white women. I'm with that 100%.
Oh
So
my God.
I got no loyalty to the black race when it comes to white women, man. Fuck that. White women. Are
Just apologize for this shit, and you guys are doubling down.
Hey, I'm not giving up white women, man. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I get the whole black power thing, but I'm not leaving white women.
I ain't giving up a white woman, bro. They
It's
good.
a person, not an export.
Hey, and I just want to say, on behalf of all whiteys, I just want to say, you're welcome, world. I'm glad we could give back for all the horror that we caused and all the colonization. My bad, but at least I got you some pretty pink-nippled white women that y'all can enjoy. Have
Hey,
at
we call it square, man. We call it even.
I think that's enough for reparations right there.
Y'all are crazy.
I'm saying, reunite the world.
Y'all are crazy. Y'all need Jesus.
That's fine. But I need white women too, though, Dave.
What the hell?
Hey, what are we going to Morehouse for, man?
You know what? I came in here thought I'd be the wild one. Y'all have succeeded in fucking humbling the hell out of me. I'm learning.
Dave, we did not go to Morehouse for
Jesus.
to run around with a bunch of black. We went.
What the fuck?
Oh, shit. Like I did not become a pilot
I didn't
so
know
that I
this,
could
bro.
date some
I
ratchet ass black woman.
Morehouse. This
I'm
was-
going for that top shelf white woman. I want me a blonde, Coloradian,
Brunette.
no bunny.
Brunette.
Oh, gotta have a brunette.
Yeah, the blonde women are for the entry level brothers just getting into white women. But once you get
That
established,
depends on what kind of blonde. That's bleach blonde. The natural blondes are that's the whiskey at the top that's got the dust on the bottle.
Then what do you know? What do you know about it? You're a white dude, man. I'm talking about brothers.
What do I know? I only created white women. Come on now.
But you don't know the power. You don't know what we want as black men when it comes to white women.
Oh no, no. That's on you. That's on you.
Right, exactly.
For real. But I'm still telling you what the top shelf is. What you desire most, that's on you. I'm only trying to tell you as a connoisseur what the top shelf is.
What you said the blonde, the top shelf is blonde. I mean, that's top shelf for the lower end. But once you get established, you get the brunette.
Negative. That's not how that works. That's not how that works anywhere on planet Earth.
This is how white privilege is, man.
The brunettes are the ones that are already mixed with other races.
How are you going to tell us what we want?
No, I'm not telling what you want. I'm telling you what's top shelf. You can want what you want. You want brunettes. Good on you. Brunettes are entry level.
No.
Me.
This is some white.
Redheads are for veterans, and blonde hair, blue eye women are for the men who have real status. Everybody knows this. I didn't make the rules.
White man, listen. In terms of
Hold
what
on,
brothers,
be quiet, man. These guys are telling us the rules. Tell me the rules.
I just did. I tried to. And I'm not the first one. Listen to Patrice O'Neal. Patrice O'Neal tried to tell you too.
Jesus Christ.
So brunettes are the entry level, redheads are for the veterans,
No.
and blonde hair, blue eye for the men with real status.
That's just not true. I mean, that's just not true. You believe whatever black man you want to believe, but you're not listening
I'm
to
not talking about black men. I'm talking about period.
Patrice
With your
O'Neal.
particular preference aside.
Einstein, I don't know how to,
Want what you want. I'm not going to hate on you for it. I'm not going to shame you.
Denzel,
Let
you're
me
not.
answer real quick, Dennis, and I gotta hear this.
So what he's saying is you might like Jack Daniels, but Glenn Levitt is still the top shelf.
Correct. That is what I'm saying. Thank you.
No, this is like a guy who makes BMW saying, BMW is what you want. You want the top tier BMW. No, you don't determine what top
You're
tier
going to tell me that the
BMW
brunette is a Lamborghini? That's what you're going to tell me? The brunette is a
Yes.
Ferrari?
Yes.
Yeah, you tripping, dog. You tripping.
And see, this is what I'm talking about. Even telling us as black
you're
men what we
tripping.
want.
I agree with you.
I'm
on
not
that.
telling you what you want. I don't know why you keep saying that over and over again. Nobody
feel
told you
bad
what you
that
want.
y'all call me a
I'm
lame
telling you
man.
that you
All
want
women
Jack
are
Daniels.
beautiful.
That's what I'm telling you. You like Jack
bad
Daniels.
about all the races. Y'all
He's saying that everybody's top shelf ain't the same. It's basically what I'm getting at it. Because
Yeah, but there's an
You don't
objective
get
top
to go to
shelf,
the
though.
bar. You don't get to go to the
there's not
bar
the-
and tell them to
Man,
move your
damn
Jack
that,
Daniels
Dennison.
up where the Glenn
Hey,
Levitt
tell
is.
them what
Thank
they
you.
need to
Thank
know.
you, Richie. Thank you.
Okay, I got the tier
there's
scale.
only one Glenn Levitt. There's no other kind of brand that's similar or high as
Okay.
Glenn Levitt. Glenn Levitt.
Bob, he's talking about the tier scale that Brad has with Becky. Like,
Wait, didn't you say you're Lebanese and Puerto Rican?
Yes.
So what the fuck do you know? You're not even fucking white. Shit.
I'm half white.
No, fuck that.
Quarter Puerto Rican and a quarter Lebanese. And I'm only culturally Lebanese.
Middle East.
I don't even have any Lebanese blood. I was raised Lebanese by adoption.
You're a Spanish speaking Arab. You're not a white person.
No, I'm an English speaking white person. What the fuck are you talking about?
I heard Lebanese and Puerto Rican.
Oh my
I'm
God.
culturally Lebanese. I don't even have any Lebanese blood.
You're not a white man.
Wait.
You're not a white man,
Geography lesson. Where is Lebanon?
In the Middle East,
Who's this woman?
where the Arabs are at.
Who's Witchy Baby? What's she
I
doing
don't
in this?
understand how Arab man is white now.
She come from Dennison knows her.
I'm not Arab. Do you listen? You only
Lebanese
listen to
is
what you
Arab.
want. I'm culturally Lebanese, you fucking weirdo. Are you deaf?
Okay, what does culturally mean? Is that your daddy?
It means I don't have any Lebanese blood. Adoption. I said it 3 times.
What is your dad? What is your mom and dad?
My dad is Italian.
It's barely white. But okay.
Really,
That's
right?
white. Okay.
My
Yeah, he's
mother.
white guy.
My
What are you
mother
talking
is
about? Culturally Lebanese. What, you like eating Lebanese food?
yeah. Oh my God! I told you. You just don't fucking listen.
Say it
This
one
is
more
why
time.
y'all are still 13% of the population. I'm guessing. Holy shit!
Hey man, you ain't gotta make fun of me because I'm confused. What the fuck? You're an Italian man
Well,
saying you're culturally
You're
Lebanese.
confused because you don't fucking listen.
Okay, so say it one more time. How the fuck are you Italian but culturally Lebanese?
Because my mother was adopted by a Lebanese family. So there's no Lebanese blood. I'm culturally Lebanese.
Okay.
So that means I grew up eating spicy food, but I don't have
Where's your
Lebanese
mother?
blood.
I mean, what? Forget
My
about
mother's
what adopted-
French. My mother's French and Portuguese.
All right, so you're white.
They ain't no. I know.
Okay, all right.
I mean, what the
I
fuck?
get it now, Denny. Don't scream at me, man. That shit was confusing at first. I get it.
I'm sorry. I'm just matching energies. I'm not mad. I'm just
I got you.
we're having an Italian/black conversation right now. It's all just loud love.
Well, what about the French part?
The French. I don't know if the French people yell. Do they yell? I don't know if the French people yell.
The French are very passionate. They yell even when they're
they yell
happy.
at everything.
All right. See, there you go. You're getting both sides. There you go.
Okay,
They yell
all right.
at their
Okay,
hands.
this makes sense. Okay.
Whoop that said, love my blonde blue eyes.
Wow. Okay, I'm getting this now.
I'm not. I didn't even say that I don't prefer brunettes. I'm telling you what the objective top shelf is.
I guess
I'm
this is
Italian.
right.
I like me.
He does have a point, and he kind of knows. You know,
Yeah, let the
I
web-
guess he kind of knows the culture because he's been speaking on point tonight. Both y'all have too.
Right. I'm not a white man, so I defer to Denny on how they rank their
Them
Beckons.
them Eastern European girls, that's top shelf. The Aryan and Russian,
Us Ukrainian and Russian women, we're the top shelf.
or yes, or
But
the
what
very
about Swedish?
fair-skinned Asians,
What about the
like
Swedish?
Japanese and Chinese, who are very fair-skinned. Yeah, Swedish count.
Nordic,
They tend to.
Wow, bro. I ain't.
the Nordic.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's so.
The
Why
Nordic are a little exotic though for white people. I know that sounds square, but white people are square.
Yeah. What? The Nordic are exotic for white people?
A little bit, yeah.
So what are they, like Native Americans to America?
No, they're just not Anglo-Saxon.
Okay, Bob.
They're Norse. They're Norse. So
Where did you go?
They're Norse, yeah.
Why did Bob drop?
I don't know why Bob dropped. Bob left. I think because he couldn't get a
Yeah, I
word
don't
in.
disagree with what Bob's saying either.
And then Gospel of Bob 199. Black men are top tier man, by the way.
There's evidence for that black
Yeah.
men are more physically desirable, globally speaking.
Yeah.
I was noticing that, like, when they was having these red pill talks and they mine's fucked up and all this other type of shit. And I was trying to tell the black guys, like, look, shit is kind of tough, but you know, we're coming out of cuckoldry. You know what I'm saying? You know, and it looks like, you know, Denny, if y'all don't look at some of the techniques we use to escape cuckoldry, y'all gonna go into it. You see what I'm saying?
No. Yeah,
So-
yeah, I do hear you. Just me personally, I don't get down with that.
He's like, well, I ain't talking about real deal cuck, but you know what I'm saying, where like, shut the fuck up, man. You ain't, you know, the whole feeling that you were venting before about, well,
Yeah,
what
I
you
can't-
were
I
saying
can't with
about
that.
the guilt and all that other type of stuff.
Yeah, I
And
can't with
how
that.
The woman is him pecking and shit.
A woman's not gonna get anywhere with me with that kind of attitude.
Yeah,
I won't even take her to McDonald's on a Friday.
yeah. What about a Thursday?
I'm saying Wednesday at Wednesday at Wendy's,
Wednesday.
maybe. You know, because they got the special for the what is that? It's called something bag. It's like a something bag they call it, where it's like it's 2 burgers, 2 drinks, 2 fries for half price.
Huh?
Yeah. Wow. Okay, y'all opening my eyes. I didn't think we were on the level.
that's Sonic. It's the brown bag special.
Oh, Sonic.
The
Yeah.
Sonic does have the brown bag, that's true, but
And
Wendy's
that's
has it now
perfect
too.
because then you have the brown bag for when you're done.
I like they slushies. Oh,
Hey, listen, y'all don't want to eat at Wendy's. I'm just telling you right
nah,
now.
I don't eat at Wendy's, dog.
Listen. They
Why?
already tried coming after me once. They already tried legally coming after me, and they couldn't stop me from doing what I was doing.
He put a damn video. Oh man, that shit was nasty.
Hey, bro, I got a video that I can show you right now that has 1.4 million views the last time I checked on how nasty and disgusting Wendy's is. It would change. your
Oh,
mind.
don't do that to me, dog.
Again.
Wendy's
I
nasty.
don't want to see that. Oh, God.
And it ain't the only Wendy's that it happens to. Just letting you know.
Checkers is another one. I got a video. I was riding to the store the other day, and there's a dude on the Checkers right on the sidewalk sleeping in the broad. It's like 12 o'clock in the afternoon. You know what I mean? The man was sleeping.
I do want to argue that the black men being top tier thing because I think Indian men are top tier and then black are right below them.
Well, which Indian?
Like red
How
dot
or-
Indian because those guys are here to
Dot
make
or
bank.
feather?
What'd you say, those
Yeah,
guys?
but
that didn't make
that's
babies?
America though. That's not worldwide.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking. What kind of Indian are you
True.
talking about? Because if it's like Native American, it's not like it's like worldwide.
No, like Quickie Mart, red dot Indian.
She's saying they here to make babies, boy. She's saying they shooting up the club. Bang, bang.
No, I'm saying that white women are pursuing Indian men at high numbers in the United States.
Ah, she's giving you the lowdown. Okay, okay, okay. I did not know that, Witchy. All right. So,
Yeah,
so
those guys are making money. They stick to their families. They're very close knit families.
yeah.
They're very serious about giving back to the community and supporting one another. And white women are attracted to that.
All right. I did not know. Now we had that on the scoreboard, fellas. See, we getting intel, boy. This is great. This is great.
The Indians, by the way, are the only ones who offer a demographic challenge to the Hispanics. If they can, at the rate they're being immigrated and that they potentially have children, they can offer an economic competition to the Hispanics. That's over the long term on the horizon.
Okay, okay. Oh, how can I say this?
And that's because of global population, right? Like here in America, the Central Americans, the Hispanics, they're Americans by definition. They just need to move north a little bit. Indians have to come across the ocean, but globally they have the population number.
Okay, let me ask this lady, because we got a lady on. Give me a Let me, I'm stunned. I actually got people that's actually not like to answering great questions. I'm not used to this shit. I don't know what to ask right now. Hold on, let me think. This is great. I guess Brad.
Hey,
you Denny. I'm gonna name you Brad. Can I join? Of course you could join us. This is great. Shit. Well, I guess Denny, you've already said that, if you could rank, God, I hate doing this because I think it's dimes and beautiful women everywhere. You know what I'm saying? If you could just find one.
My personal preference or objectively speaking?
Rank type shit.
Oh, are we talking?
Okay, Denny, not from an aspect of your personal, but if you had, I know you really can't do this, but if you had to represent the multitude of brands, tell me.
Hey, Einstein.
Oh shit! I don't even know if I could do that.
I don't know who this
Right,
is.
it's tough.
Hey, Nine Tails, can you go ahead and cam up for a second?
I can do by voice. I know Mel.
Oh, you know Nine Tails? Okay, that's why I figured it was from over there.
If you
Is
had
that you, Mel?
Yeah, did you not hear me already?
Okay.
Oh, you
No,
really had me
that's
backstage. I
Mel.
see.
That's Mel.
We're good.
Okay. Hopefully this is are you Brad? Hopefully you can add in too.
I'm.
Yeah, can you actually
yeah.
link your channel, Trenton? So I can
Huh?
follow it? Can you
I
link
don't
your
even
channel
have
so I
a
can follow
channel
it?
yet. I'm working on. I have
Oh, okay.
the June.
I see. So this is kind of like testing stuff out. Cool.
Yeah. These my people though. Nah, I love this place.
Man, Dennison
Dude,
was setting me off earlier when he was talking about the replacement stuff.
All right, go ahead. Tell me what you want. Go ahead. You got free world.
Well, no, it's just silly because, like, first of all, race mixing does actually preserve white genetics and can preserve white heritage, especially in a white-dominated culture where white privilege and generational wealth is what defines who actually has power over culture and society in America more than anything.
Right.
And so, even with less of a demographic, white people are going to continue to dominate culturally and economically. So it's just a dumb way of analyzing things under that lens. Especially, like, I believe that migration is a natural phenomenon. Borders are what are fake, and it's just proof of a failed social experiment that you have people wanting to move from one place to the next who can't.
Well, what you're saying is technically true. The majority of white people don't care and won't be represented by that reality. Just because the people who are actually in charge have all the money, have all the power, will technically be white. 99.8% of white people don't benefit from that and won't give a fuck. They're still going to suffer economically and be looking for ways out.
if there's one thing I know about Americans, is that they hate the idea of being brainwashed by the lead or like duped into like some sort of false flag. And once you point out to them that it's actually the rich who are maintaining these conditions that make it seem like immigration is the problem and not capitalism,
Right.
that's all you have to point out to them, is that you're being duped, and then they're going to be enraged that they could even be duped. The problem
But
is that
that's been pointed out over and over, Mel, and they still buy into it. Some of them even worship it.
Yeah.
no,
Yeah,
the
it's way
mainstream media-
easier to lie to somebody than it is to convince them they're being lied to.
Yeah, the vicarious relationship of saying, "Oh, I'm one of them," and yeah, I hear what you're saying. Go ahead, man.
And I think the only reason that it's true that the message hasn't gotten out far enough is because the mainstream media is too centrist overall, even though it is more left than a lot of right wingers, to say you've been duped. You're flat out fools. You're stupid. It's still always trying to pander to them in hopes that someday that they'll become a liberal as well and be like, no, I revoked Trump, and you were right all along, and then they can put them on display. No, like we need to just start saying to these people, look, you're an idiot. Shut the fuck up, and you shouldn't be making policy decisions so long as you think like satanic cabals are trying to run things or any of these other distractions. Or first and foremost, xenophobia. If you think xenophobia is it needs to be your politics, maybe you shouldn't be making political decisions. I don't like to gatekeep in democracies. I think it goes against the idea of democracy. But I also think American society has proved you can only get away with being a purist in that sense for so long.
Right. Okay, I hear a lot of centrist vibes in what you're saying. A lot of reasonableness in there.
I'm a far leftist, by the way. I'm just trying to have real political analysis to some extent.
I'm past that left-right shit, man.
I'm not. I'm totally against capitalism and the police state. So I think that there's a place for the word leftist.
Left and right, if you want to get into that. Okay, let me bring that back. How can I say this? I don't get into the social issues when it comes to the politics. For me, politics is really about divvying up a money pie. And that's hard to say too.
You mean like identity politics?
Yeah, which I don't like saying identity politics because
it's not great.
It seems like the only one that get labeled with identity politics is when black people speak up for what the fuck they saying. So, I really like, for me, I see that the social issues have kind of been used as a cover for the masses while the rich focus on the money pie and get all the money and just feed everybody the social division bullshit. When if we fought them on the money part, mainly like, hey, everybody should be getting a bigger piece of this pie, I feel like a lot of the social problems that we have will dwindle.
Okay. And Mexican Einstein, that's your link?
Yeah, that's going to be here in a minute. Now, we don't have to go yet. We still have like 30 minutes. I'm just posting.
Oh, right, because we're moving over.
Yeah, we'll be moving over to there. So don't post that yet. When we go to transfer, I'll be posting it in my chat here. And then I will also have y'all posted in y'all's chat. And if you guys want to join, I'll drop the link on my channel and you guys can rejoin like that as well. And then we'll go from there.
Cool.
So.
Oh yeah, you're almost 12 hours already. Jeez.
Yeah, my 12 hours is about 36 minutes. So I'll start having people transfer over. And then like within the last 15 minutes, we'll start getting everybody over there. And then you guys can pop over there as well. And everybody rejoin, bring new people, like, share, and subscribe to my page. And I would be thankful. So
cool.
All right.
I'll push back on Bob and say New Mexico.
Bob, for $9.99, where in America do you find social liberalism and fiscal conservatism? You don't. Where there are liberals, there are high taxes, regulations, and less property rights.
Hey,
New Mexico has both.
Hey, Nine Tails, I think you done been over there on our channel before on the Gospel of Bob, but I'm not sure.
I don't think so.
Okay. Either that or I've seen you over there in OGs.
OG, yeah. OG Do Dirty?
Yeah, OG Orthodox.
Oh, Orthodox. Okay, there's two OGs in my sphere. So
Yeah, I have to agree with Den on this New Mexico. I actually live in New Mexico, and yeah, we've had a budget surplus for a long time. We're very liberal. We're a sanctuary state. We even give free childcare to everyone, regardless of income, free in state college tuition to everyone, regardless of income. And we've got a pilot project for selective basic income going in the lower income neighborhoods too, and we
Yeah,
There's
still
also
operate with a budget surplus.
there's also expanded SNAP benefits, expanded housing vouchers, and Section 8 that is more than anywhere else in the country. And it's among the lowest taxes of anywhere and lowest regulation anywhere and increased property rights anywhere in the United States, as well as pilot programs for people to own land by the government actually subsidizing people buying their first property.
Yeah, we have a lot of really great stuff here. I don't encourage anybody to come here because we're running out of water. So stay away. But I love my home state.
Yeah, I like my
Trenton. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was saying I was agreeing with. I love my Chicago.
South Florida.
No doubt. I was wondering when you said social versus political issues, is that what you meant, like social liberalism versus fiscal, or social politics, like liberalism versus fiscal politics, like conservatism?
No, I really meant the focus on what they feed different voting electorates. So I'm from Chicago, and like where we're from is mainly like you can feed us the social issues like, oh, should like the deletion debate or the LGBTQ, all that other type of stuff. Like we're not, our main priority when we're going to the booth is pocketbook issues. You know what I mean? Like Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, living wage. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit. How much of the how much taxes are we getting back, and what type of government roads, projects, that type of shit. That's what we're mainly concerned on. But when I see a lot of the national, specifically presidential elections, it seems as though the main issues being served out or that the people are divided on are the social issues, and it's less focus on the economics of what's actually going to matter with the pocketbook.
I'll give you this much: the politics have certainly shifted into. Yep, thanks. Because I thought you were done. I swear to God, I wasn't trying to interrupt. So if you do, yeah, thanks. You did kind of mess up my brain. But yeah, it shifted more towards an identity kind of politics and virtue signaling and stuff like that. I wouldn't say that those issues don't matter, but what I would say is that they matter for specific groups of people. Like let's say the trans things, and particularly trans in bathrooms and trans sports.
Right.
A lot of people felt either directly affected by that by being trans or having a trans person in their family, or indirectly impacted by that out of the fear of having a trans person in the bathroom or playing the sports with their kids or whatever, right?
Right.
And so for those people who were afraid of that, what the politicians could see is that actually did just determine where they would vote in the polls. That was a predictive factor. Now, as a trans person myself, I wish either side gave a shit more about trans people rather than it just being a voting issue. So right. My commentary on that's way different. And I certainly don't think that just going to the polls is going to make things better for trans people all the time. But right. What I would say though is I think it's sometimes easy when, and I'm not trying to be accusatory here, but when I felt like a white cis het male, and I'm still white.
Oh my goodness, let me go. I gotta go.
Okay, and I'm still white, just to be clear. So things still do revolve around me in certain ways. But when everything seems to revolve around you, it's really easy to discount those social issues. But at the end of the day, if you do feel even indirectly impacted, that could be enough for you to care about who a politician is. and that does speak to how many people it at least indirectly impacts.
I think it's more simple than that. I think it's most people have feelings about social issues, but don't have understanding of economic ones. Most people graduate high school and cannot balance a bank book. They can't follow a budget. They have no idea the economic issues. They don't know how much it costs to build a road. It's some astronomical number on a sign when they passed. They don't know about the economies of scale. They have no idea about fractional reserve banking or what credit and debit actually mean, or about the usury that is profit. They don't know any of that stuff. They can't comprehend it, but they got feels on the social issues, so they'll vote on that.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
So do you think we should just teach them that in school? Because I have one
Yeah.
objection to that, if so. Well,
That
here's the problem, right? Let's say I do testing on whether or not they have comprehension of what we taught them regarding these things, and they fail. If we hold them back, they're going to become alienated socially. If they continue to move on through high school because it's not like a necessary credit, then they'll just end up graduating high school with the same issue.
Well, yeah, I'm just
think
saying that that's why those issues are the ones at the forefront in the media, because most people don't vote based on their knowledge of the policies or the economics. They vote based on their fifis.
Feelings.
And so they address
And then we
the
can stuff all
fifis
the
to get
economic
people to
shit
vote.
in there.
Yes,
Yeah.
and
Well,
then
the
they do whatever
then
the
you-
fuck they want
political
economically.
too. Like the problem is that you need an understanding of civics to actually understand the economics of politics.
Right.
And most people, well, first of all, America has some pretty opaque spending in certain ways, so it's pretty hard to follow for one thing. But on another side of things, like there's not just the federal level, there's the local level and the state level. There's a lot of things to keep track of, a lot of laws. And it actually kind of makes sense that people leave this up to the media, the fourth estate now, right?
Yeah.
But like
How
you
do-
said, people are motivated to go vote not because of the economic policy of a politician, but because their perceived position on something that they have feelings about. So if you have feelings about immigration, if you have feelings about the trans issues, if you have feelings about
Well, a
women's
populist
issues,
politician
those are
is
going
what
to draw you
weaponizes
to the
that.
polling place more than your knowledge of the economics, mostly because they don't teach that, and it's intentional. They teach it on a very fringe level, but they don't teach in-depth economics to students. Even in college level economics courses, they skip over half the chapters in the book, and it's intentional. If you have
Yep.
people educated on the economics, they're not going to tolerate the kind of shit that lobbyists write into the bills. But if you can make the bills 1,000 pages long, written in legalese and about economics that people can't understand, they're going to ignore that, and they're going to focus on the does this candidate like red puppies or orange puppies kind of bullshit.
But which
That's all based
I
on
would
feelings. That's
I would
all
agree with you.
feelings issue. You have to remember, you have to separate feelings over anything. Your feelings don't matter in votes. Your feelings don't matter with cash. Your feelings don't matter with anything else that you guys are talking about in this. You have to be able to separate that from everything else, is what they're trying to say.
But that's not what the average voter does.
And I would say it's actually unreasonable to expect them to make decisions with all the variables that are involved in our current government to always be informed.
Whoa,
Well,
stop right
so-
there. No. How can you say that they aren't
finish?
able to do this?
Yeah,
They
I'm
should
explaining.
know.
I was literally
Hold on,
about
hold
to
on.
elaborate,
They
and you
should
cut me
know
off
what
before
they're
I.
doing as far as who they're voting for and what
Wow.
reasons they're voting for. So you can't put that out there as far as something like that. What are you saying with that?
I'm saying it's unreasonable to expect people to again be 100% politically informed when they make voting decisions,
Then
especially
don't go vote.
when they're raising families and working 9
Then
to
don't go
5.
vote. Then don't go
That's-
vote.
I would say that's very anti-democratic to have that.
No, it's not. Because
Yeah,
you're
I'm
gonna
okay
screw
with
up the
anti-democratic.
system. You're going to screw up the system by going in there and not knowing what you're voting for. You're going to be part of the system that's corrupting it.
So if you want a system where people can be more informed with vote, you actually want the fourth estate to be like something like PBS,
No,
for example, be better funded.
Listen, hold up. Let me stop you right there and let me give you a scenario that happened to me. Okay. This scenario was my problem. I've told people this scenario online, and I don't care. I was riding a bike downtown. I go through a stop sign in front of a cop that's sitting there. Okay. It doesn't matter. You go through these things, they pull you over, they take you to jail, right? I had to deal with that shit. Okay. I had an officer who decided to put his feelings instead of everything else, but yet he was enforcing the law. I put my feelings in before anything else, and yet I thought I was obeying the law. So when I asked the officer to show me the law, this officer says, that's not my problem. That's for you to be informed on what you need to know what the law is. So you cannot put it on that, hold up, you cannot put it on that somebody's going to tell you, oh, no, it's not my fault. I went and voted. I didn't know who I was voting for.
I know that I'm not making
Yeah,
it
that's
like
how I feel about
a
y'all Trump
talk
voters.
point style rebuttal. But when you do think that like you've got enough out that I can have a full response and let me get a full thought out, that would be nice
You can go
because
ahead and respond. I just want to know why you're trying to put it as far as that. It's not. If you don't know what you're voting for, then don't go vote. You screw up the system that way. That ain't anti-democratic. That's actually very patriotic because I want your honest opinion, knowing that you know the facts going into the situation and who you're putting in the office before you decide putting them in the office.
so if the more that happens, the less representative your democracy comes, and the more it's going to represent people who are rich.
Oh, not rich, but informed.
No, typically people who are rich, first of all, lose less from voting for the wrong candidate, so they're more likely to vote on one issue, and they can put more time into like reading a newspaper every day because they don't have to work 9 to 5 jobs and stuff like that, so they can actually be informed.
Reading the newspaper doesn't make you informed.
Also, like if you want to talk about like funding of education departments and like political science pedagogy, like the fact that we don't fund that I was going to add that on to like if you want good media that actually helps people get informed on what can be up to like 10 to 20 candidates who are running for the same position on different issues, like expecting people, like if your media doesn't cover all those candidates and their platforms and it's local media, then you'd have to go to all the town halls and all that stuff, and going to those sort of things, while I agree that public participation is good, is a bit too much to ask of people who might be raising a family while working multiple full-time or part-time jobs.
Nah, I disagree with that. And here's where I'm gonna disagree with you on that. Everybody got an effing television in their home. Everybody can watch the news.
That's media. That's why I said media.
Sitting there, hold on. Those moms sitting at home, see what the polls are reading, see what they're saying because they have nothing else.
Moms aren't sitting at home anymore. Women are working now.
Hold up, that's a scenario.
To support their family.
Okay, they're with their family. They're sitting at home with their family.
Stay-at-home moms are not a thing unless you're rich.
No, I mean, not necessarily. Poor people sit with one.
It's way less accessible to the middle class than it's ever been before.
It's not necessarily a rich thing. See, you're blowing it out of way proportion. I think you're trying to make it a different subject.
You think that being a stay-at-home mom is accessible to the middle class outside of paternity leave?
I'm gonna stop you right now.
I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I'm not rich.
Not a subject I'm gonna go to, and I'm just gonna let you know that right now. We're gonna stop that. Okay. The simple fact is, we're talking about exactly what the situation is, and you want to change it. I don't like that. Please. You're putting your feelings in more of the discussion than anything else.
You brought up women being able to stay at home all day and become politically informed.
No, you were saying.
No, what you were saying is they can't leave their home to go to the town hall, and you were saying they can't leave their home to go to the town hall, and he's saying they can watch it all when they're in their home with their families in the evening between their jobs. They can
working multiple jobs.
He's saying there's a lack of coverage with the fourth estate of media to provide information
that as well.
that the person would need to be able to get all the proper information via media.
It's a multifarious thing, by the way. I'm not necessarily saying
we got computers, we got television, we got all these things. So you're telling me a woman can't be sitting at home looking at who the freaking candidates are and going and researching what they're doing, what they're doing at home? This is something that they're not being able to get themselves informed. I mean, is that dumb? Come on now. I'm pretty sure some women stay at home and stay very educated with things. And yes, when they go vote for what reasons they vote for. Then we have people like this person who's saying, oh, I just want to be in my feelings and it doesn't matter what I vote for because it's not my fault. I'm not informed. So I can screw up the whole voting system and just throw a number out there. Here, I'm a Christmas tree this thing. Hold up, y'all. Let me Christmas tree it like I did my college essays and all my tests in school. And here, just throw it in there. I don't know shit for squat on what's on that those candidates. I don't know who I voted for. All I know is I went in there and I was supposed to vote. And guess what? America has to deal with the outcome.
That's
I think
literally
you just
what we've
described the
got.
majority of voters.
That's literally what we've got.
Yeah, I think you just
most
described the
people who
majority
are-
of voters.
Most people who are fully informed don't even bother to vote anymore.
Yep.
That's another good point too. The more informed you get, the more you realize voting is a waste of time.
Yep.
I know, ain't that right? Ain't that fucking crazy, dog?
So now I want to hear your emotional response to that. If you want to speak, yeah, go ahead.
Again, there was nothing emotional about it. I'm just pointing out that it might be a little bit unreasonable to expect people who are working multiple jobs now more than ever to support their family to also be politically informed. And if you want a representative democracy, then you should still make it easier for them to vote. Now, like I said, you can make the media better at reporting on these things. You can help fund them better, for one thing. You can also make public education on these things better.
I don't know if I want a political society that is more representative of ignorant people who aren't educated, though.
Facts.
I mean, but then what's the point of having a democratic society?
Right. You gotta take the good. You gotta take the good with the bad when it comes with that. I would rather lean towards more what we have versus what it was. Poll taxes.
Why don't we?
You can do this and
Why
that.
don't we let Africans vote in our elections?
If they're American,
or the Swedish? No, I mean people in Africa.
Because American democracy isn't meant to represent people from other countries. That's why it's American democracy.
Because they're not citizens.
Well, who cares if they're not citizens?
They're still stakeholders. Everything, all of our policy affects them as much as it affects us.
I mean, to the extent that American exceptionalism is true, but yeah.
And let's welcome Big Dog Sports to the show.
All right, let's go.
You don't have to believe in American exceptionalism to believe in American dominance.
Yeah, but I would say that America shouldn't be dominating in the first place. That's what should change, not the way we vote.
But it is. So why don't we let other people from other countries vote in our elections?
Because I think that you're literally moving the goalpost of the whole conversation.
Well, then answer the question. Then, if I'm moving the goalpost, and demonstrate how I'm doing so.
Because elections are for U.S. citizens.
Why? Why are they only for citizens? Why can't illegals and people from other countries vote?
Because we're governing for citizens of America.
Well, no, we're governing for everybody in America.
Yeah, it's me.
Including the non-citizens, the illegals, everybody.
If we're moving over now, I have to go. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna start posting this. So
no, Mexican, it's me. It's me, Mexican.
I'm going ahead and drop the YouTube, which I have not opened up yet. I'm fixing to start it now. The actual live. That's why I was posting that, as well as bringing somebody up because I was worried about who might be coming up. But we got it.
No, that's me, Mexican, man. We good.
I got you, bro. Let me just post this link real quick.
No, go ahead.
Somebody's mic is broken.
Hey, I'm gonna go feed my family. I'll try and join when you got the new one up.
Okay. Have a good one. Thanks for coming up.
Oh, did I enter the wrong studio? Yeah. Yep, I entered the wrong studio. I'm sorry. Gotta go backwards. Shoot. Okay, we're good. I mean, let me get this down real quick. Yeah, I'm just working a whole bunch of different things right now.
All right, I was just sitting back. I was just trying to listen and see what was going on. I'm still just listening. I'll chime in when I feel like I need to.
Yeah, what's going on, man? What was going on?
Now, Big Dog because he just wanted to second
your mic is
black man top tier in Dayton. I saw that comment, boy. He came out the woodwork. Yeah, we all the best in Dayton. And I saw your I was watching your live stream earlier, big dog. That was me.
Okay, I appreciate that.
No problem. I see you overdosing on that damn New York sports shit in your background. You know, I ain't
Hey,
gonna say
we
nothing.
going
Since
we going to the finals, Dave. Don't hate on us, man.
I know that's why I left you alone, man. Let them go ahead and enjoy the moment.
Right. You got to enjoy 6 whole rings with Michael Jordan. I haven't seen one in my entire adult life. So can I get one, please?
Hey, I hope you get it. So what y'all waiting for? The Wemby, whoever for them to win?
They playing right now, the Spurs in OKC. Game 7.
Well, I know you'd rather have OKC, right?
Yes, I'd rather have OKC.
Is that a picture of Skywalker down there in the bottom right?
Where?
Boy, that Wemby shit, man. I know y'all looking at that shit like, what the hell? I don't think anybody in the NBA want to see him.
Nah, not really. Don't nobody want to deal with that because you really can't guard Wemby.
You can't guard.
There's no real defense for Wembanyama. He too tall. He already 7'4". When he put his arms in the air, he's more like 7'10". Like, and on top of that, he's only 21. He still got another 2 inches to grow. Imagine this dude is gonna be Yao Ming height, moving like how he moved.
You thought Kevin Durant was something. Wait till you see this.
Yeah, what are you doing with that? You can't block his shot. He don't even see your contest.
So big dog, I got $1,000. Big dog, what you want to do with money, big dog?
What I'm gonna do with what?
So you think the Spurs gonna win the finals?
They got to get there first, but if they get there, I think they win. Yeah, listen, I'm a Knicks fan. I'm just realistic.
Oh yeah, I ain't. So when is Game 7? When's Game 7? I said, when is Game 7? What's up, Dave?
Right now,
this is ear cancer.
Hey, yo, everybody.
Game 7 is right now.
Hey, listen. We're fixing to continue this stream on the link I just dropped right there. So if you guys can click on that, get over there. I will drop the new link for the StreamYard in there and pin it, and then we can start from there. Dennis, and if you get over there, I'll have you restream from there. Witchy, if you come back, I'll have you restream from there if you don't mind. I greatly appreciate it. Anybody else that joins the panel, if you want to restream, that's great. This is my 12 hours of showtime, and I don't want to ruin any of this content. You guys are doing good, and I want to thank y'all. So I just dropped the link. If everybody can start joining over there, I'm going to stay on this one till all y'all do move over there, please.
All right.
You have a studio link yet?
The studio link, let me drop that in the back for y'all right now, and then I will go from there. It's actually in
big.
Yeah, I'll give it to you right here. Hold on. Invite guest, copy link. There we go. This is there. I'll pin that in just a second. I think Wolfpack might be able to pin it if I'm not mistaken, but he's there. Okay, let me get that copied and go to be right back, y'all. Wake and bake this morning. I've been running since this morning. This is crazy. Okay, so we go to enter mute private chat. God, where's that at? No. Do I not get private chat in here?
So I'm gonna just hang up and go and hit the link.
That was me. Hold on. I just sit in the private chat right now.
Yeah, I'll just hang up and come back in.
So it's right there. It's in the private chat. Go ahead and go into that one, and I'll get on my other stream. So it's in the back chat, y'all. Y'all can join that, and then bring your people over. That'd be great.
All right, I'm heading over now.
All right, thank you, sir. I appreciate that, and thank you once again, Dennison. It's been a great thing. You've been restreaming for me, bro. I greatly appreciate that very much. It's amazing. Thank you.
My pleasure. And to those in my chat, I'm going to be ending the stream on my end and restarting the stream again when we move over. I'll see y'all there.
Thank y'all. All right, I'm in this one over here. Y'all give me just 1 minute, okay? Who we got?